when the breath of life entered into them, because Israel, with us being the people of the Lord, the heathen have always been aware of our connection to our power. So the fact that the Lord has risen us up and we're now living in his sight, that is a threat to this entire system. That is an ensign. You know?
And the scripture said that day of the Lord is 1,000 years, 1,000 years, one day. The Lord's been gone 2,000 years, 2,000 years, going into 3,000 years. So we can clearly see that the return of the Lord is drawing up. The return of the Lord is going to be something actually, you know, what number 3 is we understand it. So that's understanding in this very day. That's right. Continuing on, verse 3, it says, then shall we know if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. Yep. The Lord is blood, the Lord is blood. Babylon and rain, but you understand.
Rain going into. But that latter and former rain, being Yahweh Shai coming with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in that first, his first
People be
coming,
mad they lose
and the former rain is that wisdom coming on in this last season, man, so that the elect can be brought up, you know, to that salvation.
I got that. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 2. It says, my doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
Yeah, the Lord is flooding the earth with the wisdom, knowledge, understanding according to the ways of the Bible, man. And he's flooding it. That's why the Lord put the Spirit on Apostle Paul years ago and said, what? Flood the YouTube, man. Flood it. And that's what you've been seeing, man. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding is hit the forefront of the earth. And this is why you're seeing all the various things taking place concerning prophecy here in the latter days, man. And the true understanding according to the Bible, man. Gotcha.
And this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. And that's essentially like what you're going into, you know, the Lord is allowing for, you know, prophecy to happen, you know, because the scriptures say that the Lord is known by his judgment, which he executed. You know, so we're seeing that the knowledge of the glory of the Lord pretty much going throughout the earth, and the Lord is being glorified.
That's right, man. That's right. It's Isaiah 44 and 3. Well, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. He said, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. Man. Who's thirsty? Who's seeking the true understanding of the Israelites, man? Going back to Ezekiel 37th chapter on the dry ground, man. Keep going. It floods upon the dry ground. It floods upon the dry ground, man, which the Israelites in a dry, dead, docile state, man. Dry bones. Keep going. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed and my blessing upon thine offspring. And you seeing that? I will pour my spirit upon thy seed and my blessing upon thy offspring. And this is why you see the men of the Lord on the highways and hills. Keep going. Verse 4. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. And this is why you're seeing all these camps and brothers springing up here in the latter days. Man. Brothers coming out of their death and up down their state to get a true understanding according to the Bible. Man. The Lord got the spirit out here in the latter days. It says, verse 5, one shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and shall name himself by the name of Israel. And you see, Jacob's coming back to the tribes. Jacob's coming back to understanding that the children of the Lord and that they're Israelites. You see that, man. This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 13. Yahweh shall answer and say unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him well of water springing up. That's the water with the knowledge understanding. You bring the water, you don't be thirsty. But you get this water, the truth, with the knowledge of scripture, you don't never thirst. You can like that to these other doctors. I got two gigs like something like that. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 24. We start at verse 29. And it reads, for her, who is her? Her is wisdom, man. Right? Sophia. And it reads, for her thoughts are more than the seas, and her counsel is profounder than the great deep. I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit unto a garden.
See, so wisdom is being wisdom is all over now, man. Right? Coming from our apostles and elders of great millstone. Right? Continue on. And it reads, verse 31, Sirach 24 and 31. I said, and I will water my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed, and lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. You see that? So again, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is growing, man. This is why you see, GMS, camps all over the earth, man. People are waking up. You see that because of this truth, man. This wisdom, right? Water flowing. That's right. True water. Yeah. Verse 32. That's why how was trying to say, man. He that is thirsty coming through the river. Sirach 24, 32. I will yet make my doctrine to shine as the morning, and I will send forth her light afar off, and I will yet pour out my doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 33. I will yet pour out my doctrine as prophecy. You see that? And who's the one that's able to speak prophecy? The prophet, right? Telling you what's going to happen. You see? But you got to have wisdom and understanding to understand what prophecy is, man. Right? It says, continuing on, and lead it all, so like it's all ages forever. You see? So, which is now, man. Right? That's why you see the brothers, how they break down the right way. Like, brother, I saw the one who went to the testimony bar and said, right? This is why you see another word used in here, right? Because we say what?
Cry loud, spare not.
Yeah, cry loud, spare not. And also out of thy belly shall flow rivers of living water, right? So this is why you see brothers out there, pumping these lessons out. See?
I got a quick one.
This is St. John 7, I'm sorry, verse 37. In the last days, that great day of the feast, Yahweh shall stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. So it's talking to the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans. If you're thirsty, right, for dying of thirst, right, dying thirsty for knowledge, say, blessed he that hunger and thirst for righteousness, for he shall be filled. So start with the apostles and great millstone. The Lord has allowed this truth to be day in and day out. The spirit of excess. Dick is not lacking when it comes to the understanding of what Yahweh Shema requires of them to receive that salvation. Verse 38.
So, hey, man, there's no excuse, man. There's no excuse for why you should be experienced. You should be prepared.
Verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
And that's why you see people don't really have a true understanding of the scriptures for the breakdown, because they don't believe on the Lord as the scriptures say. They come with their own interpretation. They come with their own heart. That's why they come up with us. So how you feel? How you feel about it? What you think about it? We feel the way we think about it according to the way the Heavenly Father, according to the Bible. That's why we have a proper understanding. That's why we believe on Him as the scriptures have said. Not according to our own will. This is not of us, this is of the Lord. That's what you say, if they come not according to this word, there's more likely. That's right. That's right. Let's look out here at 55, verse 1.
Oh, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. And he that has no money, come ye buy and eat. Yeah, come, buy wine and milk without money and without price. And that's the great invitation. That's you just like wake up, come get the truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures, man. Even though you hope for that, y'all wake up, man. It's time to come on in so we can get out of here. 2/3, y'all don't understand this. Y'all ain't gonna come. Y'all ain't gonna buy. Y'all not gonna drink. Y'all not gonna eat. Matter of fact, y'all not even Bible. So this truth is for the hopeful elect. Come wake up. So we can bring up, we can bring on our kingdom.
Pride, it goes back to pride.
still be sent.
No, I don't know just one.
Everything and how about trying to get you out the earth. Our job is this way. And it says to lift them in there. It's like you look at the make it stand in our head. Isaiah 11.
So Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 3, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
This is to make simple life, man. The Lord is making, he's keeping us. And as we are being brought back to life, we are beginning to notice the nuances of what this word is doing to make you, distant from the Heavenly Father. So as the brother's going into, with the water, the words also, mention as wine, as oil, as bread. All right, this table has been set. It's not about people to get, but like the brother Ron mentioned. Here it is. The Lord has set this feast up for us. Only the elect was invited. 2/3 see the food. They like, nah, I want the GMO. They want to stay stupid.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15, because you have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement.
That's what's going on with 2/3 against our record. Especially the entertainment everywhere. They made a covenant with death. Hell, they have agreement, man. That's what you see going on to this day, man. Especially the damn Christianity, these all denominations, they can make a covenant with death, man.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15, because we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing surge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
And that's what they think, man. They think when all hell society goes to shit, they think they're good. They think they're coming. Oh, look at Jake now. Look at the celebrities.
Look at D. Look, Diddy is a prime example of a nigga that thought he was good. But that's all these niggas that made America they refuge, man. Because they thought this kingdom was it, man. So niggas sold, they bent over, they sacrificed for loved ones. They essentially made their dwelling place this world. And by doing so, they think that what they trust in is going to be able to help them abide in the evil day, which is not. Because when this money goes, or when your security goes, you ain't going to have shit to rely on, man.
That's why the scripture says in Isaiah 13:6, wills and not understand stability. Stability means to keep us stable in the time of coming,
Which is your faith, man.
That's right.
Your faith is going to be the main thing that you're going to rely on to make yourself not do a stupid decision that day. Like I said earlier, at this point in time, Jake has no reason to be simple, man. Because this wisdom has gave us the instruction on how to walk in this world. So certain traps and shit that's been out here that our people get caught up in, we shouldn't be caught up in anymore, man. All right, different things that we go through in our daily lives, the Lord has shown us how to overcome it, but we got to apply it because when this shit goes, we got to know how to get out of everything, man. And how we gonna get out of it is by trusting the Lord and letting Him guide us. So the way that we're seeing things going now, with these niggas not doing, is that we're being instructed on how to receive instruction. Because these niggas don't know how to do that, man. They just go off of beat that it says, man. They've been locked into a brute beast. They go off of what feels right to their flesh, man. That's what's gonna get a lot of these niggas killed, man.
Yep, this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such are clothed with strange. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 8. And it reads, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
Because it's about to be an ultimate sacrifice, and that major sacrifice is going to take place in Babylon the Great. And a lot of you, Jace, you're going to be part of that sacrifice. That's why the Lord speaks on bullets, goats, and all these various different animals. That's like unto you people, man. Right. Keep going.
Continuing on, and it says that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
And that's you 2/3 niggas, man. You got that stranger pearl on. You got that Christianity on. You got your Baphomet on. You got your Boule on. You got all that strange apparel on, which is going to get your ass killed in a lot of days. That's why the Lord said he's going to punish you, man. Because you actually thought that hell and that agreement that you made with Esau, Edom, that covenant, that contract that you made with the devil was going to save you for the times we're coming into, man. Like the brother said, look at Diddy. Look at what's his name? Look at TD Jakes. Look at these nasty niggas, man. They out here looking bad, man. They have been found out through the spirit of power. How about Shinal Shah? Why? Because that covering cast over all the nations, especially these people in society. They seeing how the society actually thrives behind the scenes, man.
And the Lord is showing us that. That's why, you know, if you've been not being too wrapped up into that Diddy shit, but you've just been kind of seeing what's going on with that, all these celebrities are scared as hell right now. Because that list of tapes that Diddy got with these people on it, all of them are like, oh shit, my name gonna be, you know, or put out there like that. Everybody gonna see it if I'm as wicked as him. That's why they've been behind the scenes trying to pay off these boys. But you can stay and hide from the justice system of Esau, but the justice from Yahweh by Shinal Shah, you still gotta pay for it.
Yeah. Hey, because Scripture says in what? Amos 9:8, the eyes of the Lord from the center of the kingdom. That represents you niggas, man. That start with you Jakes, man. And also twofold with Babylon the Great. But mainly you niggas, man. Now, the Lord sees what you've been doing behind the scenes. The Lord sees all these wicked ass sacrifices and covenants you've been doing with this devil behind the scenes.
He see how you popping little kids, you sacrificing kids, you drinking blood, you eating and drinking urine and feces, you doing all this nasty shit, you know. You're idol worship, man. Just like when Ezekiel, when he saw the whole saw Israel doing that bullshit, man. That's what the internet is exposing. Because we may not have video footage of you doing it, but all these accounts of these people that's speaking out against what's going on in Hollywood, man, you're being shown to be the wicked that we talk about, man. Well, we understand why the Lord has such hatred for the fucking niggas out here.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. Oh, we still got more on that, and then we're going to point out. Hold Ezekiel 17.
This is Isaiah 28 and 15, and it reads, "It shall not come unto us, for we." It says Isaiah 28 and 15, because ye have made lies. Because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. We have made lies our refuge.
Yeah, we have made lies our refuge, man. You have made at your bed. You thought everything was good. You thought you was trouble. That's what you thought making lies your refuge, and you see where it got you, man. It got you in a state of basically exposed.
That's in a state of misplaced security. Because you feel like you're, like I said earlier, you're going to be protected from the wrath of the Lord. But Satan lied to you. You should know throughout the scriptures, Satan never done anything that's going to truly help you. What did he tell Eve? You shall not surely die, right? That's what he told Jake today. And Jake was realizing that covenant he made with Satan was a mistake. That's why all of you niggas is scared, because it's all your deeds Esau has on you. Which is why he continually puts that in your face to show, you know, why these niggas still do what they do, man. And you can't escape. Once you sell your soul, Esau owns you.
Yeah, it's blood, and he tell it's blood in and blood out. That's it, man. You made that covenant with the devil, you gonna stay in the game, or just gonna take your ass out. Look at all these different celebrities that try to start speaking out at the end, man. Esau took their ass out.
So refuge in the Free Dictionary, it reads, any place, person, action, or thing that offers or appears to offer protection, help, or relief.
Is that not that covenant he gave? You're gonna protect your image long as you protect the oath. And that's what they speak on. Long as you protect the oath, you don't speak on certain agendas and things that we're doing, we will protect your image. We will not expose you. But as soon as you break the oath,
This is all.
it's disloyal, yeah, and that's what you're saying. You can't trust Esau, man.
Tell you. I ain't tell you.
Never trust our enemy, man. Look at Gad. Look at what happened to those Reubenites and those Gadites, man. Trusting this damn devil, making covenants with this devil, man.
100 trees.
All broke, man. Yeah, like the movie, what was the movie they made last year? It was a good movie too. It had it had what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio in there, man. And it showed you how Esau, you know, crept his wicked ass in there and started breaking these covenants. And it showed you the Freemason and all the witchcraft that was taking part in that shit, man. But it showed you can't trust this nigga, man. He's not to be trusted, man. He's the low, he's the damn wicked according to the Bible, man.
Killers of the flower, man.
Yeah, and brothers ain't seen that movie. That's a must watch. That is a must watch, man. Go watch that movie and see how this nigga is very crafty, man. Concerning paperwork, concerning how to take lands, man. Witchcraft, man. And it shows you that's what he was using in the movie. Which witchcraft? Which Freemasonry, man.
Right, witchcraft, and that's the thing. Not to keep going on rant, but this truth, it takes the mysticism out of certain things that Esau has made seem crazy.
Yeah.
Because when niggas hear us talk about witchcraft, they thinking bitches with the fucking the long hat with the magic wand. No, man. This you gotta understand. This is a spiritual plane that we're on.
Yeah.
All right, we're just spirits and bodies, and we have to plan everything. But Esau is able to tap into that energy. That's what it is. It's all energy. Right hand and left hand energy that's being used right now. And through that left hand energy, Esau is manipulating everything. So that witchcraft the brother's speaking on goes through his paperwork, goes through his wordage, goes through the actual powers of spirits, man. That's right. That influences people to do things. Yeah. So the truth, as we went into earlier with the water, it makes us alive to where we can realize and see these things. Man.
That's right. It gives us a spirit of discernment where we can see through the dark society. We have the eyesight to see through this wickedness, man. We got the oil, just like with the owls, they got that oil behind their eye, they can see in darkness. That's the same oil that the Lord blessed us and bestowed unto us in the latter days.
Right.
This is St. Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
How we know that scripture is true because the reason why the Lord is literally having everything being uncovered, that's the Spirit of the Lord taking the veil off the minds of the elect, man, of the eyes of the elect, so we can truly see these things for what it is. We see that we live in Satan's world, man. All right? Because for the longest while we were in the world, as it says, I think it's Ephesians 2:2, all right, the prince of the power of the air had us blinded to where we were so conditioned by the flesh that we couldn't see the spiritual realm. But now that the Lord has woken us up, we see the spiritual realm. We see that the powers that be and how they're moving, So everything is being made manifest. So the ones that rule this world, they worship Satan. And everything that you have been conditioned to learn how to do things here in America is all teaching you how to worship Satan, down to the most minute level. That's why Sawaki tells you to be not ignorant of anything, whether small or great, man. Because that matters. The smallest thing when you think is inconspicuous. All right, man, me celebrating my birthday. You think that's so nice. No, nigga, that's Satan worship. And one of the highest forms of that, man. Because when you go into birthdays, just one example, birthdays, the 2 times that birthdays are mentioned in the scripture, death happened. Okay? Pharaoh and King Herod. Man. So that's something small that you want to think is bad, but that's satanic worship. You gotta be privy on everything.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded, I'm 33. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Yeah, it says the God of this world, which is Shaitan, which is Satan, man, is blinded the minds of them that believe not. That's some 2/3 niggas right along with these damn heathen, man. Right. You in a state of being lost. You don't know what the hell's going on, man. Only time Jake want to probably really take heed of what's going on when they gotta sit their ass in the house, man. But far as Satan gives them the little fucking liberty to just gather around and do what they want, they don't see what the hell this nigga's doing behind the scenes, man. They don't see the damn child sacrifice and all the wickedness that's actually taking place with all these damn open rituals and these damn fucking football games and these fucking damn TV shows and shit, man.
They've been so disillusioned to where this shit is being shown.
Yes, right.
And these niggas on TikTok making jokes about it, bro.
And thinking it's fucking funny. The fucking Olympics showed you. The Olympics showed you that they worship Shaitan, man. And they openly blaspheme the Lord in your face, and you people had nothing to fucking say about
that's cute. Or if you did say something like, "What you go bird to turn the TV off?" And they was like, "Well, Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't want to see that shit. So because I turned my eyes from it, it's not happening.
That's shining a blind eye to with the wickedness, man. And you shouldn't do that, man. And that's why you're gonna get the same reward as the fucking wicked, man. Because actually, when you doing that, you help prolonging that shit, man.
Because if I'm not mistaken, it's a scripture that talks about Jeremiah 46:10, I believe. More to him that keeps his sword back from blood. But it's another one that what you said though. The turn a blind eye. Cause it's like, damn, I don't remember that. That's a good one though. Somebody got that Jeremiah Bible, try to get that. I think it's Jeremiah 46:10. I want to say that. Y'all got it? Somebody speak this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's it right there.
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 48, verse 10, it reads, Cursed be he that doeth work of the Lord Yahweh shall see. And cursed be that he that keepeth back his sword from blood.
Right, and part of you keeping your sword back from blood, all right, is you turning a blind eye to what's going on. Because you have been made aware. What, like I said earlier, what this truth does, all right, it opens your eyes to everything, man. So now that you can see, you're aware. That's like we was watching Blink Twice last night, all right, and in the movie, you had they was pretty much making the bitches' memories get forgotten because they were pretty much spraying the spoiler alert for those damn scenes, but you get sprayed with the cologne or perfume or whatnot, and they'll make them forget what happened to them last night. So these damn nasty ass Edomites was raping the bitches and stuff, and then they was forgetting about it. You know, sex ritual. All right.
One of them was there before. A couple of them was there before. They didn't even know it.
And so what ended up making them see is they ended up drinking snake venom. And snake venom it sobered them up and opened their eyes, made them aware of what was going on. And they couldn't hide it no more. They knew they knew that they were trapped in that island. They was afraid. And so what this truth does, it makes you aware to where you can't turn, you can't go back in the dark. You can't be like Cypher in the Matrix and I don't want to remember nothing. No, you know what's going on, man. All right, and now it's your job and you're held accountable for calling out the wicked.
It's Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 27. It says, he that giveth to the poor shall not lack. There's a point. But he that hideth his eyes shall have many and curse.
Yes, they have many and curse because the Lord's going to hold you accountable. So the judgment is going to come on you. Like that, it says about the watchman that doesn't, blow the trumpet. All right, the people's blood's going to be upon his own head because he didn't warn you. That's our position right now, is to warn you of what's coming. Because if we not doing our due diligence on our part and we're not warning you, like it said, all right, give me that Jeremiah back one more time about the shop. I want that first part. About pretty much doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. That's you not warning the people. That's not you blowing the trumpet.
Jeremiah 48, verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord Yahweh shall see.
That's right.
And cursed be he that keepeth back the sword from blood.
That's why we constantly rebuke of the camps. You get tired of us so-called camp banging and hating, but we have to do that because these other camps are not doing their due diligence. They're not warning the people. So when Jacob's trouble comes, all you people that follow IUIC, Sakari, Genesis, whatever camp that you follow, they're not properly warning you. When that judgment comes, it's going to be on you like white on rice, man. All right, and you're gonna act like you didn't know, but then you're gonna know. Matter of fact, Great Millstone was talking about this, man. Even though we think they rapists and molesters and whatnot, they did warn us about these things, and so then that's gonna be on you because you didn't take heed to the warning. So your blood's gonna be upon your own head, man. All right, but for you niggas out there that's so-called teaching and not warning, you're gonna be cursed because you allow your congregation to go through the sword, man.
That's why the Lord said, give them the whole world.
Exactly.
Right. Eat the whole
Exactly.
I got this for you. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 6. If the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. All right, man. Hey, that's why you're supposed to be warning the people, man. If you don't warn the people, man, guess what? The Lord's gonna hold you accountable, man. Now it's on you, man. If you're not warning the people, especially for this right here, that's on you, man.
Bro,
No, especially IUIC and all these other camps that think this is a damn joke. When they really usher this out, which they're gradually doing right before you, that blood is gonna be upon you, man.
Right. Because this is the major thing out of anything else that we talk about as being the prophet. That's the main topic of discussion, man.
Yeah.
Because this right here is going to be the game maker, the game changer. And for all you niggas that want to play prophet out here, man, this is going to be the game changer to separate the men from the boys.
Yeah.
Because right now it's easy for all of us to come up here and say, hell no, I ain't taking no fucking microchip, man. But when the chips are on the line and your faith is put to the test, like it says in Revelation 3 and 10, man, that's when it's going to show who the Lord's men are. Because it said he's going to put his spirit on them, not to bow the knee to Baal. Man. You know? Romans, I think, 9 and 7 or something like that. 11-7. You know? Because that's the main thing that you should be worried about. Y'all talk about, why y'all always talk about the chip? Y'all sound like a broken record. Well, we'll be that. Because that's the main warning, man.
Yeah, because you supposed to. The Lord was constantly, hey, repetition is the father of skill. You constantly have to keep telling you so you'll get it embedded in your fucking mind. When you see this should put a state of fear on you not to take this, man.
That's right.
That's why, because Jake, like the elder said, Jake is hard-headed. The Lord liken all the people as what? As stiff-necked, hard-headed, hard-hearted. They don't want to take, they hard-headed, man. So we have to keep warning them and letting them know when you see this, you should be in a state of repentance and casting this shit down.
Yeah.
If not, you're going to submit to the system.
Because what this shit indicates is who you serve.
That's right.
Because if you're not, if you're like how we say you're supposed to be according to the scripture, we're not taking this, all right, not because we don't want the money, it's because we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is our means for everything, not Esau. If you take this, you're literally telling the Lord you can't provide for me.
Yes.
You're declaring to the Most High that created you that Esau is your God. Esau is going to be the one that's going to take care of you. As we just went into earlier, all right, that's not going to help you. That your refuge, your safety is going to be swept away when the Lord brings that destruction.
I got a scripture.
Get that Romans real quick.
Let's get the Romans and I'll
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him?
Yep.
I have reserved to myself 7,000 men.
The 7 goes into completion. These men are reserved from the foundation of the earth, man.
7,000.
Who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Right. So meaning that the Lord has a slated number of men that's gonna not bow the knee, man. Somebody in this earth is set to play that role, man. Yep. All right. And this is what we're doing is rehearsing the righteous act. So Lord willing, the Lord has that in our program to be of those men and women that's not gonna bow. Right. There's gonna be women that's gonna resist too.
Yeah. Because the image of Baal is this beast system that's being laid before you.
That's it.
And that's mercy ultimately that the Lord, the scripture saying, has preserved the remnant.
Right.
Because when you read in the GMT for that chapter, Romans 11, it says the Most High's mercy on Israel.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the fact that the Lord has preserved 7,000, that remnant, that first fruit is the Lord showing forth mercy for his people to continue forward.
Right.
You know?
But you gotta remember, Baal just means Lord. Yep. So what you're doing is you're putting that idol as your Lord. That's your God, man. All right, and as you are instructed not to put any other God above the Lord. He is our power, man. All right, and that's what you, James, gotta come to realize if you want to make it. All right, which is why we said earlier we're going through our daily situations for the Lord to show us that you can have all the herbs, you can have all the answers, you can have everything that you need to be able to overcome whatever situation you have. But if the Lord is not your refuge to get out of that, you're not going to get it. Okay? You're not going to get out of it.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 25.
This is going into putting your trust in the Lord. You shouldn't be submitting to the system. Because hey, the Lord, at the end of the day, if you trust in the Lord, the Lord's going to provide.
Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life.
Hey, take no thought for your life, man. You should be in a state of fear when you see this, man. You should be in a state of glory. The Lord is making you necessary.
What ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink.
And that's our people, man. Oh man, I had to take the kids down there to get this. I didn't know if we was gonna be able to eat, man. everything's cashless now. That's a state, especially state of you damn women, man. Because you lack faith, man. Keep going.
Nor yet for your body.
Nor yet for your body. How you gonna be clothed, man? How you gonna have a hedge of protection in the times of Jacob's trouble, man? You shouldn't think of that. You should be sitting that the Lord is gonna provide, that the Lord is gonna make a way, man. He always done it.
That's why we have the examples earlier. Romans about how the things written
Time was written for our learning, man.
We have the example. He said, don't worry about food.
Yep.
Because did he not feed us manna?
That's
in the
right.
wilderness? Did he not show us how he can make the manna look great? Right? Did he not, how he can make the rest with the water, and how the water come out? All right. Did he not have the Israelites during the 40 years of the wilderness walking around with their clothes and their shoes in the thing? So all these things are possible. But do you believe that?
You gotta have faith. And that's why we have various different accounts that's brought out. Hebrews 11 chapter, Sirach the 2nd chapter, man. These various accounts are faith boosters to understand that the Lord is never gonna leave the ones that have faith confounded, man. The Lord's gonna provide, man, but you have to believe in that, man.
This is Psalms 44:1. We have heard with our ears, O Yahweh, God of our fathers, our fathers have told us what works thou didst in their days, in the times of old. That's just going into the first Pentecost accounts, what the Lord did for us in the times of old. And we're speaking of that amongst each other, amongst the body, as the scriptures say, they that fear the Lord speak often one to another. And that book of remembrance is written on to us. These scriptures is for us to remember the power that's on our side.
Yeah, and when you remember that, that should boost your faith, man. Knowing that the Lord is always going to protect you in the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
This is the book, Psalm chapter 37, verse 19. And it reads, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and the days of famine, they shall not be satisfied. And that's what the world is trying to do now.
Yeah.
With our faith, they're trying to make us, be ashamed of that. Well, what y'all gonna do then? Y'all talking about believing, but then y'all really think that God y'all believe is gonna be able to save y'all when all hell breaks loose and he ain't nothing? Like they try to make your faith be like a problem.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. They try to make you weary to faith.
And that's why the Lord said in Isaiah 65, he said, my servant shall eat,
Yeah.
but you will be hungry.
Yeah.
He said, my servant shall drink, but you should be thirsty.
That's right.
So there's a distinction there, man.
Right.
Everybody ain't gonna have access to necessities and resources in that time. The Lord's gonna cover his people in that time.
Yeah. Because like Lamar made mention of earlier, only the elect was invited to the table.
Yeah.
Here it is. This feast right here is right. Like you said earlier, it's here for everybody. But only the elect can have the way to get into it. Like I made mention earlier, in the week in one of my sit downs about how we have, we have access to that 100% understanding. Because we can go to the Lord and receive whatever it is that we can ask from him, and he'll get to it.
That's right.
If we ask him. But 2/3, they try to do everything themselves. They're only limited to what they see they can get.
The Lord said, thou kickest in, and I have no weapon on it.
Yeah.
We gotta read that scripture.
This is the book of Psalm chapter 37, verse 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
Hey, in the days of famine, they should be satisfied. The Lord, the chosen, the ones who put their faith in the Lord, they're gonna eat, man. The Lord's gonna provide. He's gonna make a way, man. And we believe in that because we have various different accounts throughout the scriptures how the Lord always made a way for his people, those that have faith, man. That's why the scriptures say what? Let not their incredulity trouble thee, man. Your lack of faith is not going to trouble the men of the Lord, because why? We see how the Lord's been providing in the times we're coming to now, man. We already been going through the straight gate. We already been going through different trials and tribulations within the ministry, man. And the Lord always makes a way. The Lord always provides in the time of need, man. So what more time in the time of Jacob's struggle, man?
We ain't losing no sleep over you.
Nah,
We told you already, man.
Yeah.
If you don't believe, hey, that's on your
That's
way.
on you at this point, bro.
Wipe the hands with you, man.
That's family, friends, whoever we done told, like, look, bro, we did our job.
Yeah.
So if you don't believe, oh well, you'll find out eventually, whether it's to your detriment or Lord have you at an 11-hour service, you got to see the work.
I got a quick one. This is Isaiah, Yeshaya chapter 10 and verse 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Yasha'Allah, which represents the elect, and it says, and such as are escaped at the house of Ya'iqab shall no more stay upon him that smote them. Because when you go into Isaiah 36 and 6, 2/3, they're going to go down to Egypt for help, go down for support. And it says, shall no more stay again, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth. Hey, so the Lord's going to be how he is now, our sustenance, and in that day, we're going to be sustained.
Yes, that foundation that we have is what's going to keep us stable, because when we need the Lord the most, he's going to provide. That's why I said earlier, the covenant that our people made with the devil, the Lord show, he's going to disannul it little by little. You have no choice but to acknowledge you fucked up. And Jake's still in that proud, spirit where y'all niggas talking about faith, but look, I still got my stacks. I still got this. I got my guns. I got whatever.
Y'all got something? Romans chapter 14, verse 23. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat.
Yeah, hey, I heard this earlier from Apostle God. All right, read it again.
Romans 14 and 23. He that doubteth is damned if he eat.
Yep.
Because he eateth not of faith.
Yeah, you ain't got faith. So if you doubt, you damned already. Because you didn't have faith. Read on.
Because he eateth not of faith, for whatsoever is not of faith is sin.
Yeah, you gotta have faith, man. That's the Lord. The Lord is requiring you to have faith, Jay. All right. We serve the true living power. Nothing is impossible when you're out by Shema. So you gotta have faith as you go into this time of trouble, as you go into the straits that the brothers are talking about.
Yeah, you just gotta lean.
He gonna be there, man.
You gotta put all your trust. And you gotta put all your trust in the Lord.
That's it. And Yahweh Shai said that I will be with you to the end of the world always. Right? And you got to believe that as we go into the heat of the battle.
Yeah. So we're coming in the time of the straight gate. As you read Matthew 7, as you read 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, we're in the straight gate now. But the times it's going to get harder. We haven't really seen anything yet, man. We're still in the society. Society's still attacked. But it's only going to get worse in the time we come into.
To add to that point, which is, he's speaking as a man, but I've been noticing that brothers' trials have been, increasing more. But it's making us lean to the Lord even harder. Because as you said, as things get rougher and rougher, we're gonna have to seek the Lord more and more, man, because as this economy starts to dry up, brothers might start losing jobs. Brothers might lose homes. You might have to start, sharing houses and whatnot.
But the scriptures say that. They are going to be as filthy as on the earth. So we're going to have to move around anyway. But that's already preparing us to already for the fall of the society. We're already going to be in that mindset.
Right now, it's practicing how to fortify your faith to where you're not doubting. Because if you notice through the Spirit, when you're praying to the Lord, He's answering your prayers quickly. This is the book of James, chapter 1, starting at verse 5. And it reads, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
Let me add, what's wisdom? Wisdom is like a choice. So wisdom teaches us the right choices that we should be making. We should do this. This is the right decision, right? And you gotta move in faith to understand that those are the right decisions. I was watching a bishop out there in Atlanta, and he was going into that. Even us, upholding the Sabbath, us, doing that which is good in the sight. This is us showing the faith that there's going to be a return for doing that which is good.
And even on a small scale, but as Elder taught me this, man, you gotta go to the Lord for your everyday things too, man. Whatever it is you got questions about, you go to the Lord immediately for it, man. And I've been noticing throughout the years, the Lord will answer that. If you want me to do this, should I do it? And He'll give me a sign, let me know if it's completely to move or not to make, different things like that. This is all practice. Because when the scriptures talk about how we walk by faith and not by sight, most people hear that scripture. That's a scripture. Christians use that, or anti-Christ use that, but they don't understand what that means because they don't know how to walk in the Spirit in that day. They walk off of sight, off of your physical eyesight. And this thing is a lie, man.
They lean, as the scriptures say, they lean onto the flesh, not to the spirit. We're leaning more into the spirit. That's why the scriptures say, a spiritual man judges of all things, but he who is not spiritual that he that is spiritual is not judging no man. We are spiritual. And that's what the Lord wants us to do, to tap into the spirit. Not tap and lean in on your flesh, because the flesh profit nothing as a spiritual say, man. That's not going to profit us anything.
Because it's a spiritual battle.
It's spiritual warfare that's taking place, man. This is spiritual, not a flesh. That's right.
And you realize that all your influences from this world is all deep.
Yeah.
That's pulling you in different directions, even your thoughts. You have to learn how to distinguish what, like I heard El say, that you have to know how to distinguish your thoughts between your actual thoughts and demons. Because you're constantly being bombarded with thoughts that's not yours. That's right, you know? James chapter 1, verse 5. Stop. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 3. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. And it reads, James, a servant of the Most High, and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Says,
So this epistle was addressed to the 12 tribes.
None else.
Right?
This is for you.
It was a specific audience.
Yes.
Go ahead.
James chapter 1, verse 2, and it reads, My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Know this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Right, and why did the scripture say count it as joy? Because hey, that's showing you that the Spirit of the Lord is dealing, man. Right? Go ahead.
So you know, James chapter 1, verse 4, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Lacking nothing. That word wanting going back to lacking. You got to let patience work her perfect work, man. Because hey, part of having patience means what? To suffer. You know, you got to learn like the elders and apostles. You got to learn to suffer, man. You got to take joy in suffering, man. You know, because people read the Bible. People, you know, in the church, they have the wrong, you know, conception when it comes to like serving the Lord. It's all about prosperity and being happy all the goddamn time. No, when you serve the Lord, you're gonna catch pure hell, man. Yeah. Sirach the 2nd chapter told us that, man. Yeah. All right, and when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. That's part of it, man. That's why, hey, if you don't understand what you're part of, right, and you get involved and you catch that hell and you fall out, you get weak because your faith wasn't solidified, man. Rooted. Yeah, you weren't rooted.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 4, and it reads, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 3, and it reads, Know this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Right, when you go into that word patience, you got it right here. It's a hypomone, and it says steadfastness, consistency, endurance. Now we know that the scriptures, right, it says, He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Right, so it says, read again, Brother Shah.
God, James chapter 1, verse 3, know this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Right, the trying of your faith worketh patience, man. So the trying of your faith is going to give you that endurance, man. It's going to build up that endurance to the time that we're coming into, like the brothers are going into, right?
Yeah, we're in the midst of a spiritual training camp, man.
Right.
You know, we're training for the actual live game. Yeah. And we're coming into the time, man, after boot camp over, it's live bullets. You know? Yeah. You got to be ready to go. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entry wanting nothing. Verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
That's more instructive of what to do during the time of your sufferings. You know, you're supposed to be asking for more instruction because the scriptures say, if you ask for something, Isaiah 28, and 16, because when we're in a time of that suffering, the fiery crowd, that's when we're supposed to plead more to the Lord. You know, that's when you gotta be like, nah, I gotta find out, I gotta search this matter out.
And a perfect example of that when you read the story of the children, because how you know that they were doing that what you said. They went into the furnace, you know, praising the Lord. They already knew as soon as they got up in there, the Lord was going to take care of them. That's how we got to be. We get into these trials and we constantly automatically going to the Lord, praying to Him, thinking, you know, He's responsible for good and bad.
So Isaiah 28 and 16, Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
That's right. And that precious, that sure foundation, that precious cornerstone is what you see the outside has set up. Reading this truth, with the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Right? That's why we give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, right? In the Rakhine doctrine, right? And what that spirit of truth has been put in the mouth of his servants and prophets. For build upon. You're supposed to build your faith upon this message. It's a promise of deliverance. And he that believes on this message that the throne of David, the kingdom of heaven is going to be reestablished, right? And righteousness is going to reign in the earth. You're not going to make haste during the time of your trouble. What is there to be afraid of, knowing that the God of heaven is about to set up his kingdom and he wants you a part of it? As the son of God, as an Israelite.
Yeah. What does it say? Is the Father's good will to give you the kingdom of heaven? Is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom?
If you're not well taught, the Father's good pleasure.
Man, the kingdom, like Scripture says, the kingdom is prepared. Watch. You got any more in there?
James chapter 1, verse 5 again. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
You got to pray more. Brother, all brothers should be praying. Pray without ceasing. Go ahead.
That's part of the weapon the Lord gave you. The spiritual battle, man, that's your strongest weapon, is prayer. Why do you think these devils want, they try to get you with not praying? They distract you and do all these different things because they don't want you praying.
That's like you going out into the battlefield with no sword and no shield, man. This like the priest said, man, this prayer is our only defense to these demons that are out here, man. So when you don't pray and you don't trust in the Lord, you're making yourself more and more susceptible to these spiritual attacks. Can I answer that point? Because the scriptures speak about how when we've been restored, roughly paraphrasing, you're like a house that's well furnished. Those demons, they leave you, right? So to keep those demons away, you got to keep tapped into the spirit, man, right? Because the scriptures say wisdom cannot enter into a malicious soul, right? Eventually, it'll depart from you if you keep going away from the healing that the Lord is affording you. We have to cleave to the Lord so we can continue in this healing that He's doing for us.
Yeah, so fear is likened unto a woman. If you neglect a woman, for too long, she'll eventually become disinterested and she'll leave you.
Yeah, you gotta be proactive in the spirit.
This is the definition of proactive in the free dictionary. It says, acting in advance to deal with an expected difficulty.
There you go. How do you do that? Through prayer.
What's going on?
All right. Go ahead.
Tending to initiate change rather than reacting to events.
Yeah. So, hey, how's it go? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's right.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance, plus prayer. That's proactive. The prayer is the most important element of this thing. So as far as our preparation, I got one more for you. It says, descriptive of any event or stimulus or process that has an effect on events or stimuli or processes that occur subsequently. Okay? So basically, you're taking action before it actually starts.
Add on to that. Verse 22. There you go.
Yeah.
Because having prudence means what? To have wisdom.
Right.
Meaning to be wise.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
And that'll be us. We will represent the prudent men. Because what? We foresee the evil, and we're hiding ourselves within the scriptures, man, within the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's right. Go ahead.
It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
The scriptures say the simple pass on and are punished. And the majority of our people are simple, man. They're not doing any type of preparation for the times that are coming. They're not measuring the times. They're not worried about the prophecies. They can care less what's going on in the world, man. As long as niggas can still get a paycheck, you know, still hit the club, hit the scene in the city, whatever. Get some box, you know, get some drugs, whatever. As long as niggas able to do that, they all good. But see, we in them times where the Lord is getting ready to take away the comfort and security upon these people, man. Sirach 5 and 7.
Which he's doing already.
Right.
You know, Matthew, Isaiah 24 tells you how the mirth of the land is gone.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this all week, how the Lord pretty much, he has took the spirit out of everything that was so-called fun to anybody that had a little bit of wisdom about themselves, man. Because the club is whack, the bars are whack, the alcohol is trash, the weed is trash, the romance is garbage, the entertainment sucks. Everything about this place, the spirit is drained out of here, man.
Yeah, everything's overpriced.
You know? So all you people that's still trying to call yourselves having fun here is forced. You don't really enjoy what you do, but it's an escape. And that's what the Lord is doing, is taking away the escapism out of America.
Yeah. You got to deal with reality now.
Right.
You can't run away. You know, can't stick your head in the sand.
Look, you know all you people out here, you're on edge, because November 5th is right around the corner, man. This election is one of the most shaky, weirdest elections we've ever seen, man. Because both of these niggas are retarded. Trump and Kamala, who's worse than Biden, is retarded, man. So either way, it's showing that, look, you don't have a proper way to turn to, except for the Bible. And even with that, you got people that think they know the Bible, but showing you they don't. And them niggas are leading y'all to destruction, man. You know?
Hey, it's the doing of the Lord. He the one that set up all the confusion that's going on. Because it's a filtering process, man. The elect is being sent out in 2/3. You know?
Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. You know? So this part of that being proactive is to know everything that what you're doing and what it's going to lead to. All right? And what we're doing with these scriptures is pretty much, you know, preparing, you know, for the return of our Lord, man. So we're making sure that when he returns, that we're found right in his eyes, man. You know?
It's going to be a great death amongst our people.
Yeah.
2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics are going to get put to death.
Because Jay thinks that they can just bullshit up until the Lord returns, and it was like, well, I'll let God judge me whenever he sees me. That's the stupidest thing you can do. Because you are looked at in the worst light right now. And the only way you can even begin to get that foot washed up, you have to be born again, man. You know?
That's that meaning of that word prudent, man. When you go into the meaning of the word prudent, it means wise or careful in handling matters. Jake is not wise, nor are they careful about the matter of salvation. They're not wise or careful about the fact that the Lord is going to bring about judgment. You know? Yeah, they don't care, right? But see, this is why they're simple. They believe every word. They think that, you know, the judgment is going to get pushed off. Well, it's not. You see how the Lord is getting down on the earth. This is the end.
Yeah, the simplicity, Jake, is what? Niggas are still voting. Niggas are still trusting in the government and politics. Niggas still marching and protesting. That's the simplicity of our people. You trust in a nation that cannot save you. You know? And Jake gonna find out that help that you thought from Egypt is gonna fail you. It's gonna be in vain. Because hey, these Edomites, like for example, we've been speaking about it for the longest, but once society collapses and there's no more law and order, hey, these white people, man, they about to go back to their true colors. Hey, these white people have to go back to the 1940s and 1950s, Jim Crow era. As soon as these laws crash out and there's no more binding authority, no more police, no more 911, it's a wrap out here, man. These Edomites, yeah, you got it, brother.
Esau's going to use his blessing.
That's it.
Which is that sword.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's again proactive, like Shaquan had mentioned. Look, the word of the Lord is sure. You read in Isaiah the 10th chapter, the Lord is going to give that charge to the Assyrian to come against that.
Get that. Like the video I shared in the chat with the Edomite, man. When he was talking to the two girls on the thing, the gun, he was like, yo, they letting in all the shit skins. It's gonna be a race war. He put the AR in the screen, like, look, you know, it's time to kill those niggas, pretty much.
They're really just looking for a reason.
That's it, man.
That's really all. That's why we said last night. If you ain't seeing how Jake is being put as the face of everything that's wrong with America, that's the reason that they're looking for. So when shit gets to the point of no return, Esau gonna be unleashed on Jake, man.
Esau got Jake tied to cannibalism, to pedophilia, to trafficking, to gangbanging, murdering, to Satanism, drugs. Esau got Jake. He got the whole narrative set up on you niggas, man.
You're the reason why the country's going to hell.
Come on, man.
You put Biden in office and look how nasty shit got. And then Kamala's right there behind it.
Right.
Who's the main one pushing for that? It's Jake.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their
He
hand.
said, "Oh, Assyrian, the rod of my anger." So the Assyrian is going to be used as the anger of the Lord. The modern day Assyrian today would be the so-called white men, the Edomites. The rod of my anger. Go ahead.
And the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Yeah, your staff, when you hold a staff, that represents power. So the staff in his hand, in the Assyrian's hand, is the Lord's power. That he's going to use the Assyrian to execute his will. Go ahead.
Verse 6. I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Yeah, the hypocritical nation is you tribes, you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics. The Lord about to send the Assyrian against you. Go ahead.
And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
Yeah, so he's going to give the Assyrian a charge. He's going to give the Assyrian the green light, man, to beat your ass. Read it again.
It says, I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Yep.
And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
Yeah, he's going to give him a charge. That's why these Edomites are ready, Jake. You don't really got a clue. That's why I always talk about that, man. Right. These Edomites are preparing. They got the guns. They got the ammunition.
Right.
All right. They got the militia groups. Right. They got everything ready. So when it all goes down, they're going to be roaming the streets and gunning Jake down.
And also, if I may add, Esau has the legislation to give these Edomites the right to use.
There you go. That's why they want Trump in office. Trump talked about giving police immunity.
Yeah.
All right, so you think these niggas is out of control now? Wait till they get that immunity where they're not gonna be charged with anything.
And on top of that, he made that speech talking about it needs to be a night of the third.
There you go.
Who do you think he was talking about that for?
Right.
It says, to take the spoil and to take the prey,
Yup.
and to tread them down like the mire of the street.
To take the spoil, to take the prey. That's you Israelites. To tread them down like the mire in the streets. The Lord is going to use Esau to tread down the wicked of Israel, man. You know? Jake don't got a fucking clue, man. Here it is. We're entering into the worst times ever on the planet Earth. You don't see that, man? Shit is not normal out here, right? Shit ain't going back to 2018. You know, 2020, 2019, man. Hey, we things are about to go next level out here. We're hoping to have the covering of the Lord when it all goes down. It ain't about how much muscles you got, how much guns you got. It ain't about none of that, man. It's about do you got the protection of the Lord, man? Are you one of His? See? Yeah, you saw something? Give me Psalm 91 if anybody holding it. You got something? Go ahead.
So Romans 13, now starting verse 3 reads, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Right, so the brothers out here, if you live in a righteous life to the best of your ability, we're not really concerned with what the authorities are, have in store for 2/3, man. Because we know that we're not going to be in the likeness of them, man. Right? It says, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So as the elder was going into, Esau is that whipping stick that the Lord is about to use on Jake, man. And he's about to unleash him to his fullest capabilities soon come, man.
That would really be able to show his horns out there, man. You know? By that time, it's going to be too late to a lot of that shakes out there. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 1. And it reads, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah, the secret place of the Most High is the scriptures, man. Give me Psalm, over you, give me Psalm 25 and 14. Just to have it said. Talk about the secret place of the Most High.
This is Psalm chapter 25 and verse 14. The secret of the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant.
Yeah, there you go, man. The secret of the Most High is with them that fear him, man. We're going to dwell within the secret place of the Most High, man, under his protection and guidance, via through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. All right, that was it. Go ahead. You got it, brother.
So Psalm 27 and 5. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon a rock. So just going into us being hid in the Lord's house, man. You know, starting with these scriptures, man.
Yeah, it's a spiritual hedge that we're fighting for. This is why we're out here to do this. We want to be protected from the times that are coming, man. Because, hey, we're not going to save ourselves, by our own strength in these times to come. It's going to have to take divine intervention from the Lord to spare us in this time, man. That's what our people don't get. See, Jake already got in his mind, well, look, I'm going to flee to the woods. I'm going to go on the ground, I'm going to get my passport, I'm going to flee the country. No. And when the Lord brings the destruction, it's going to be a worldwide thing, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, because you made mention of earlier on being proactive. Jake is, you have some Jakes that's being proactive, but it's not proper. You know? You should be proactive and seeking after the Lord, man. Anything else outside of that it's not going to prevail against all of the calamities that the Lord is going to bring.
Yeah. The parable about the house being built in the sand and the rock. Anything outside of the Lord, being that
Yeah. Jay got time for everything else in the world besides the Lord. Right? Hey, if a nigga owe you some money, he say I got the money, hey, you gonna be quick to go get that. Right? Hey, you gotta be at work at a specific time, you're gonna be on time. You see what I'm saying? Jake wanna hit the club, he gonna be there, but when it comes to serving the Lord, seeking out the Lord, hey, Jake ain't putting that same type of effort into that. You know?
Scriptures tell us make not provisions to the flesh, man.
That's it.
We're not preparing ourselves to go out and hide in the woods, man.
Right.
You have the utmost faith that the Lord is going to take care of you in these times to come.
That's right.
In every circumstance. Right. The scriptures tell you that if you don't believe, you will not be defended, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So your belief is connected directly to your ability or your access to that deliverance.
That's it. He said, woe unto them that have not believed. He said you should not be defended. Woe unto them that have lost patience.
Just like Daniel in the lion's den. He had to have that faith. When he was down there for 7 days, man, that's why he wasn't devoured. So this is the kind of faith that we gotta have in the times to come. Big faith, man. And without it, you're nothing.
Yeah. We get ready to face Goliath in the spirit. Yeah. So man, we gotta be like King David. We just gotta put the rock in the air and let the Lord do the rest.
That's right. That's right.
Just let it fly.
And who was that rock?
That's it.
This book Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 6. And there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow. A shadow is protection. And a tabernacle is the house. In the daytime from the heat and from the place of refuge and from the covert, from the storm and from the rain. And they're speaking of those nothing, the heat. This is scripture, this is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth that's going to give us protection. When that time comes, when it rains down the middle on America, man. That's the rain.
I have some real quick, you made mention of how this is a spiritual battle that we're involved against this Goliath. Esau, Edom, right? But taking notes of how the mindset we should have is in our confidence in the Lord, man. It's a sure confidence.
Yeah, Romans 15 and 4, things that were written aforetime were written for our learning.
First Samuel 17 and verse 30, I'll start at 43. And the Philistine said to David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. And that's what, Esau is wanting to do against the nation of Israel. right? He wants to eradicate our people, you know, and do away with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Why he said, am I a dog? Because he's confident David was a young man, not because he was red. But the fact that pretty much like a child was about to take out Goliath, man.
Esos
The
palos que
outside looking in
queman.
that little small face, man, but David was full of the Spirit of the Lord.
All right.
You know, that's the same way we are going against these elites who are looked at as giants of this world.
Right. Foolishness of preaching, right? That's what you say. Continuing on, verse 45. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of Yahweh of hosts.
Right. That's it. That's the spirit we got to be in as we go into battle.
Right.
Go ahead.
The God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. And that's what this man has done. He's defied the ordinance of the Most High. Right? He's gone back, he's changed the everlasting covenants, he's turned things upside down. You know? But we understand that, look, we have the Lord on our side. They're coming at us with the sword, coming down with great wrath, knowing he has but a short time, but we got Yahweh Bashim on our side, so what?
I got a precept before you read on. Let me get that. That's in Jeremiah. Bear with me one second. Let me grab that. Jeremiah chapter, I'm going to say 15. Because he said that the Lord said he likened us unto a brazen wall. Right? So this is Jeremiah 15 and verse 20. It says, And I will make thee unto this people a fenced brazen wall, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So the Lord is with us, man. He likened us unto a fenced brazen wall. You can't penetrate that. Right? It says, verse 21, And I will deliver thee out of the hand of the wicked, and I will redeem thee out of the hand of the terrible. Going back to Esau. Right? The Lord is going to take divine intervention from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to deliver us out of the hand of the wicked. This battle is not of ourselves, man. This is the Lord's battle, like King David going to say. Read that. I'll go back to that.
1 Samuel 17 and 46. This day will Yahweh deliver thee into mine hand.
Hey, see, this what King David told Goliath in his face. He said, this day the Lord is going to deliver you into my hand. Go ahead.
And I will smite thee and take thine head from thee.
He told him, look, I'm going to kill you and cut your head off. That's what King David told Goliath, man. In his face. Imagine that, man.
This nigga was what, 9 feet tall?
Come on, man. Probably about 10, 12 feet tall. You know? Big ass Hamite, man. Go ahead.
Like a Yao to us, that day, like a Yao me.
Yeah.
You know, to us now.
Nigga probably like,
Hey, muscle.
yeah, probably like, what's his name? Gordo, Mortal
Goro,
Kombat. Yeah,
yeah,
Gordo,
Goro,
yeah. Nigga with the 4 arms and shit. Probably looks some shit like that.
And let alone with military expertise.
Come on, man.
He was a mighty man.
Yeah, armor and shit. Read it again,
1 Samuel 17 and 46. This day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee.
Yeah, I will smite thee and take your head off. Go ahead.
And I will give the carcasses of the hosts of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth.
Yeah, King David was styling him. Right, he was mad styling him.
That all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel.
That all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel, man. They're going to know in that day when I smite you and take your head off. That's what King David told him. Go ahead.
Verse 47. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear.
Yep.
For the battle is the Lord's, Yahweh.
Yeah, see, the battle is the Lord's, man. This ain't our battle. You know, it's a spirit. This is a spiritual war we're in right now, man. Now we're going to depend on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to fight that battle for us. Any more?
Yep. For the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands.
And he will give you into our hands. Right? And then you read the story on follows, and King David took his head off. Right? That's why I said we got to go into this. We got to go into this battle. Just put the stone in the air and let the Lord do the rest. Right? You know?
2 Kings 6 and 16. And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with you.
Yeah, there you go. It'd be more to be with us than they to be with them, man. Hey, the heavenly forces is with us, man. That's why Esau bugging out. Hey, Esau on the highest level of government, NASA,
All right, these people that watch the heavens, they see the chariots coming. Right, I just posted a video on my other page about that. They said they declared it. They said it wasn't a comet that passed the sun. This thing was huge. All right, it was a massive chariot that crossed paths with the sun, and when it crossed paths with the sun actually like gave like a eruption. Right, and as soon as it passed the sun, you can see all the other smaller chariots around. All right, hey, that's the Lord of Sabaoth. He's coming with heaven's armies, man, to deliver his elect. This is not a game, man. Right? So we're gonna go into this battle with great boldness, man. All right?
I got you, sir.
You got it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 19, and it reads, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, ye in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
In 7 there shall no evil touch thee, man. 7 represents completion. All right? Go ahead. Because that completion is really gonna be when the missiles hit, man. It's gonna be a complete destruction of Babylon. All right, go ahead.
Job 5 and 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death.
Yep.
And in war from the power of the sword.
Right. We do one more time.
Fine. This is the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death.
In famine he shall redeem thee from death. Hey, because look, famine is coming upon the land. All right, food shortages is going to be a rationing of food. All right, this is why the government is taking down all the damn farms across the country, man. All right, it's all controlled, man. Bill Gates, they're all controlling the food supply, man. Right. You know, they got the farmland and all of that, man.
Right. You got a quote from a guy that was dealing with that happening overseas in Europe, because that same deal has been happening over there.
Right.
And he said that scarcity leads to dependency, and dependency leads to control.
There you go.
So with these food rationings, people that are dependent upon this man as their God, right, as their strength of salvation, what are they going to do? They're going to be controlled by his will. Whatever Esau say to do, people are going to bend the knee to do it. Because this is who they reverence.
We've seen it before with the jab.
Why do you niggas out there gonna die hungry?
And they say that famine, they say starvation is the worst type of death. Yes, your body literally eats itself. Hey, have you ever been hungry? Have you ever fasted for a long period of time by accident and you get them hunger pains? Those shits is no joke, man. If you, brothers, if you ever experience hunger pains, that shit is serious, man. It hurt, man. You actually feel like you're giving up the spirit. You know?
They got a lot of parasites in their body. So the parasites also that you man.
It's Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
See, the thing is, niggas ain't really been hungry before, right? You might have went without eating for about what, 3 hours, probably 3-4 hours tops. But you ain't never been hungry for days on end.
Most people haven't went more than days.
That's it.
You know, and brothers that's fast for 2 days,
right?
Even went to 3, 4, 5 fast. You feel like a dog. That'd be rough, let alone go to water fast, you know? So you to not go without food, bro, that's gonna break a lot of people. That's what's gonna make people go get that shit.
The reason why people gonna break is because people never really experience adversity. Yeah. People never really been through anything on this side. Remember, America, is, when you read the scriptures, Babylon has lived deliciously.
God, I can actually urge in Babylon.
Yeah.
When you go into that, being hungry on top of that, when you're hungry, you don't make the best decisions, man. If you don't have the spirit. So when you hungry, that's why it was a quote that brother that brought out a couple months back, where a lot of these people are going to resort to cannibalism and stuff like that, because when you're hungry, you resort to like an animalistic way of thinking. You know, your ribs start touching your ribs, your stomach start touching your ribs, man. You know, Jake is on a whole other level. Yeah. You know, niggas not used to eating. Going down to eat for a couple of hours. They gonna eat on top of eat, you know. So when the rations are beginning to go, man, who gonna lose out here, man? All these niggas fat. Yeah. You know? Yeah, unfit and fat.
Yeah, what's the standard in America? Three meals a day? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a midnight snack?
Shit, it's gonna hurt when Esau makes the fucking meat. Make the meat fucking expensive. Niggas not eat. They can't imagine not eating a meal without meat.
A lot of you jakes don't eat the bugs, man. Like other parts of the heart.
Bugs.
Yeah, eat the bugs.
You right there anyway.
So, Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Damn, so it's better to be slain with the sword than to be slain with hunger, man. People gonna die of famine out here, man. Right? Go ahead.
For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
Man, people are not ready for these times, man. Jake ain't ready. This is why, look, it's supposed to say, the end of all things is at hand. Therefore watch and be ye therefore sober, man. Right? This is not a game. All we can do is warn you, Jake. That's it. This is why we out here, man. Week in and week out. To what? To give them warning for me as the Lord commanded us to do. Right?
This is
all the laws, decrees, they already set forth, man. Esau's ready to roll with this thing. They just need that major event. Like we talked about, hey, the October surprise is these hurricanes. These hurricanes that came through North Carolina, and the hurricanes that just came through Florida, and there's another one behind that. And then FEMA just announced that they ran out of money, so they don't have any money to help anybody in the relief, you know, the natural disasters. You see, it was been said, a couple of websites I checked, it said a lot of that money that they had, FEMA kept it to themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, these niggas don't give a damn about the people, and that's what the people see now, man. They're like, yo, the government don't give a shit about us, man. All the money, all this money they claim they don't got, all of a sudden they're able to pull this shit out their ass and send it to Ukraine, or send it to Israel to them Amalekites. But America's supposed to be broke. So where the hell is this money coming from, man? You got millions and billions of dollars to put towards this war, but you can't take care of none of your people over here. And this is what people talking about. You got immigration, right? You got the Northern Kingdom countries coming over here. These niggas is getting room and board. They getting checks, all right? They getting a monthly housing. They getting credit cards and shit. But what about the people that's already over here struggling? So that's what's creating initially that great divide, that polarization amongst the people here.
yeah, that polarization, and with all of this happening, the Lord already told us what's going to happen, right? The Lord has placed the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, on His prophets in the last days to proclaim these things before it happens. Real quick, Romans 10 and 14. In fact, I'll start at 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And what is the name of the Lord? The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and the name of the only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. And those names are the true names of the God of Israel. Okay? It's not multiple names. It's one name under heaven given to men whereby we must be saved. Alright? Verse 14. Romans 10 and 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? So the Lord has set up prophets in the last days to do what? Proclaim the word, right? To give our people the understanding of what's happening. Verse 16.
Yeah, that's why the Jake that bros did the lesson on that went viral talking about the Hebrew Israelites were right. A lot of Jakes like that guy that was in the video, they know that we right, man. Like I said in my lesson, hey, we know that you niggas secretly be sneak watching the videos, man. Right? We know that, man. We know you. Hey, when these cats walk by us in the streets, they try to act like we don't exist, but you're hearing the words, right? You remember everything we say, because when it come to pass, first thing the Lord's gonna happen is you're gonna think about us.
Right, and what's funny about that guy, he said he watched Hebrew Israelite videos before, and said he got disenchanted from telling people about it because everybody that he was telling was coming against him for it. And so it got to a point where he said that thank you to everybody's seen. He was saying, you know, the Hebrew Israelites being right, but can we all agree to come together? You know, it's like, let's not make it about doctrine, just make it about how we believe in the New Testament and the Messiah, which is not about
And that's all. It's all about the doctrine, man. It's one gospel, right? The news report that the Lord is coming with, when you go into the meaning of gospel, gospel means good news. So a news report, if somebody is broadcasting the news, you got to come with the right report. You can't be giving me any and anything you feel like because you got the, you know, I got a news broadcasting station right now, and you giving me faulty news. I walk outside thinking one thing, it's another thing. Exactly.
But when you lying or you giving a false report, that makes you a false prophet.
Exactly.
It's not a light thing to mangle the scriptures, man. It's therefore what? You making the Lord a liar.
And also, you add and take it away.
There you go.
From the scriptures, man, which is something you definitely should not be doing.
Yep.
You know, you're putting yourself in danger of being destroyed when you do that. So,
If you take away from the scriptures, the Lord will take you out of the book of life.
that's right.
You know?
Continuing on, Romans 10 and 15. Pardon me. Romans 10 and 15. And how shall they preach except they be sent?
Yeah.
So this is not of men, right? The fact that we come in, we come out week in and week out. This is not of our own doing. This is the Lord that put the Spirit on us to be able to do this great work, man.
Yeah, through the Holy Spirit.
That's it.
The Holy Spirit is what enables us to break the scriptures down correctly. Scriptures say in 2 Timothy 2 and 15 to rightly divide the word of truth, man. You know, and the only way you can do that is through the Holy Spirit. This is why, like Priest said earlier, this is why you got so many niggas on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, just mangling the scriptures, don't know what the hell they talking about, man. Getting all these views, all these comments, that was a good lesson. That was deep, brother. Nigga didn't know what the hell he was talking about, man.
Amen.
He said a bunch of nothing, man. Niggas like that gotta go, man. Right? Even if you do so-called have good intentions, man. If you breaking the scriptures down correctly, hey, the Lord will put you to death. This is not a light thing, man.
But that's the same equivalent of you playing with a gun. Your intention is not to shoot somebody, but you not knowing how to handle that weapon, and you shoot somebody, that doesn't matter if you meant to do it or not. You still have no business using it.
That's it, man.
That's what you niggas are with this gun.
Perfect example, man. And you mishandle the sword, and you fuck around, cut your hand off, cut your fingers off. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to handle the weaponry, man. Same thing with this spiritual sword, man.
That's it. Verse 15 continuing on, it says, as it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace.
That's the prophets, man. We out here preaching the gospel of peace. We're publishing Yahweh Shai, man. We're making them public. Go ahead.
And bring glad tidings of good things.
Yeah, glad tidings of good things. The good things, the glad tidings is what? That salvation is for the nation of Israel, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics. You are the true Israelites according to the scriptures. All right? All these things that are going on the planet Earth, the destruction, World War III, famine, disease, plagues, and pestilence, this is all being done for his people, man. These are signs that the Lord is getting ready to deliver us out of here, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16, but they have not all obeyed the gospel.
Yep.
For Isaiah said, Lord, who have believed our report?
This is what we saying. We come out here week to week. We're like, yo, who believes what we saying? Who's believing the report that's coming from the Lord, man? Go ahead.
Verse 17, so then faith cometh by hearing,
Yep.
and hearing by the word of the Most High.
Faith coming by hearing, man, and hearing the word of the Most High, man. All right, we're in this thing because we heard and therefore we believe, man. This is why we're here, through the fear of the Lord. Right? Hey, we want the Lord to remember us when he returns, man. Right? Go ahead.
But I say, have they not heard?
Have they not heard? Keep going.
Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth,
Yep.
and their words unto the ends of the world.
Read that part again.
But I say, have they not heard?
Uh-huh.
Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth.
Their sound went into all the earth. That's the prophet speaking, prophesying, man. Their sound went into all the earth. This is the purpose of the Lord raising up the prophets, so that his name and the prophecies could be magnified to the four corners of the earth before the destruction comes. All right, so that the elect may be sealed and the 2/3 be sealed for destruction. The elect being sealed for salvation and 2/3 for destruction. This is why the Lord has the angels. When you read in Revelation 7, he has the 4 angels holding back the 4 winds. He said, hurt not the earth, nor the trees, nor the sea, until what? Until the servants of the Most High be sealed in their foreheads. Right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth.
That's right.
And their words unto the ends of the world.
And their words to the ends of the world. How did that happen? Through the mechanism of the unicorn, man. That was the purpose of the internet, man. All right? It wasn't for mixtapes. It wasn't for folly, booty shaking, twerk videos, basically YouTube videos.
He's trying to start like a content channel.
Yeah, content creating, all of that. No, it was for the sole purpose of magnifying the Lord's words, man. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of St. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
For a witness unto all, everybody across the four winds of heaven know about the Hebrew Israelites. Or if they don't know, they've heard to some degree. Go ahead.
Then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. So that's proof that we're talking about Christianity. Christianity's been around for ages. Right? This is talking about the true doctrine in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. And then the end shall come. Because since the apostles and elders and bishops, the leaderships have hit the scene on the internet on 2007. Since then, shit, how many years is that? Almost pushing 20 years. But since that time, look what's happened throughout the planet Earth, man. World War III is closer than we have ever realized, man. All right, and there's this video a little while I'll post it, I'll do a lesson on it. But I forgot the name. It's called The Hand. Russia has this thing where, look, they have an AI system where if that country gets wiped out, the AI system can operate on its own and send forth missiles to hit America. See what I'm saying? So it has this thing where, like, if the central command doesn't answer, the AI can pick up that it's been destroyed. And as a reaction, the AI is programmed to send forth Russia's best missiles upon America to wipe it out.
That's just like that movie, what's that, Terminator?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. How the computer became self-aware. You know, the AI technology became self-aware and started launching missiles to destroy mankind itself.
And this, and like the movie, it's playing out now, just like the movie. Because what the artificial intelligence has its own mind. It's surpassing human intelligence, man. And Elon Musk and others that's in those positions have been warning how AI is getting to the point where they can't control this shit. Because it's demons, man.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's the spirit of Satan, man, that's up in that shit, man. And the Lord's gonna use that left hand to bring the destruction. You know, you got it, whatever goes got. Yeah, you go back to it.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 91. And I start at the top, verse 1. It reads, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
That's right.
And I will say, of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
Yeah, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is our refuge and our fortress. It ain't no damn Donald Trump. You got niggas out here, niggas for Trump, blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump. All right, you got these dumb niggas crying over Kamala. Our refuge is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. Right? Go ahead, brother.
Say it on. I'll read it again. Psalm 91:2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
In Him will I trust. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
Yeah, the fowler represents Esau. That's right.
And from the noisome pestilence.
And what is that noisome pestilence? ICBM nuclear destruction. Which those missiles are ready, man. It's crazy how we live in 2024 and people don't believe that this place is gonna get smoked by nuclear missiles, man. Yeah. All this talk of nuclear war that's been in the news over the past 10 years and nobody believes this shit. That's crazy, man. Right? And it makes sense not to cut you off, but it makes all this exposure that's been going on in America with the scandals and the pedophilia and the shit that's been going on in Hollywood. This place needs fucking fire, man. All right, all your favorite rappers is faggots, all of them. But you still got niggas that want to be famous. Knowing what you got to do to make it in Hollywood, man. So that shows a lot of you niggas is faggots too, man. You know the protocol, right?
That's right. There's a saying out there: birds of a feather flock together, man.
Right.
You know, so if you still watching and you know and believing, trusting what the hell these damn these bugged out ass rappers got to say, right? Then hey man, you a part of them too.
That's it, man. Niggas want to be thugs and shit.
Yeah.
Want to be hood in the streets, man. Hey, do you know what goes on in jail?
Man.
right? It's full blown thag city up in them prisons, man. That's right. But you got niggas talking about I'm tough and go to jail and shit, man.
Yeah.
So hey, the niggas, hey, Isaiah the first chapter. Jake is sick in the head, man.
Yeah.
The whole head is sick.
There's a saying in prison, you know, blood on my knife or poop on my ballast, man.
Come on, man.
You know, so yeah, man, it's a lot of bugged out stuff that's going in the prison. But like our elder said, you got people out there, you know, oh, you won't go to jail.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them rappers in there, you know, they wind up being in there, man, and the next thing you know, it's footage of them getting bent over, man.
Yeah. Nasty work, man.
Or doing the bent over.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why this place right here is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt.
Right. That's right.
You know, and the Lord is going to destroy this place just like how he did Sodom and Gomorrah on a huge scale, man.
Yeah. Hey, if you still holding on to America, hey, the Lord got to put you to death.
You gotta put you.
Got to, man. All right? And you need to be thrust through with the sword, man.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense at this point. All this exposure, all this shameful spewing that's going out upon America, all right? The whole world is seeing what this place is, man. It's a filthy place. You know? You got to go back.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His trust shall be thy shield and buckler.
His trust shall be thy shield and buckler. Hey, and the angels, man. He should cover thee with his wings. All right, keep going.
Yeah. Verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Yeah, which is the missiles, man. Them arrows is getting ready to fly, man. That's right. We don't want no part of that. Go ahead. That's right.
Verse 6, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Yeah, noonday, man. And that noonday representing the pinnacle of Esau's rulership, man.
That highest point.
The highest point. Job, the 20th chapter, the fullness of his sufficiency. Right? And he shall be in straits. It said the iron weapon shall pierce him through. You know? Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 91, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
It shall not come nigh thee.
This is me
So
right
the Lord is going to deliver, all right, whoever the elect may be from this time of trouble that's coming on the earth, man. Right? Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 91, verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward wicked.
Right, he said with your eyes, man. That's the elect up in the heavens watching America burn, man. Only with thine eyes should thou see the reward of the wicked, man. Revelation 15, those that sung the song of Moses, you know, you gotta go ahead.
This is Sirach 25 and 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. In the 10th will I utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies, man. Here is the patience and faith of the saints, man. This is what we waiting on. All right, we ready for Babal to fall. All right?
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 91, verse 8. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
That's right.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Okay, the elect are not going to be touched. All right? Give me those 2 scriptures. Give me the one where the Lord said, there be some standing here that shall not taste the death. And give me the one in Luke where he said, I think it was Luke 21, where he said, not one hair of your head shall perish. Believe in that. All right?
Praise God, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
This is on St. Mark, chapter 9, verse 1. And he said unto them, verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here, which shall not taste of death.
There you go. Who is that? That's what I want to know. Who's a part of that stop? You see what I'm saying? There be some standing here that should not taste of death. That's serious business, man. Well, all these things that are written that are expected to come down, man, there be some standing here that should not taste of death. We want to be a part of that. Lord willing.
It says, till they have seen the kingdom of Yahweh come with power.
There you go. That's heavy. So you got individuals that were born on the earth all the way to the point of the end to not see death, to see the kingdom of heaven being ushered into the earth. Yahweh Shah coming back with the host of heaven. Right?
White story telling the kingdom.
Come on, man.
You lived through Babylon the Great, and then you saw the return of the Lord and Savior. You took part in the marriage ceremony. Excuse me. You lived to see all of that, and you never saw death.
Come on, man. That's incredible.
That's insane.
You know?
That's a story.
That's what, like Priest said, that's worth fighting for, man. And the Lord has made this thing so plain, man. We can see it. How does it go to without the vision, the people perish? Hold that on deck too.
It's one thing to hear about that, the Israelites that's born into the kingdom, and they hear the story about how that happened, but actually being a part of it and experiencing it, man, that's gonna be one of the greatest things that can never be matched, man. Because only a select number of people will be able to experience it. The crown ceremony, the second chapter, having the Lord put that crown on your head, man, like you said, everybody come together, being able to cultivate the world in the way that the Lord envisioned it to be in, man, that's going to be everything, man.
Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 16. For the Lord Yahweh Shah himself shall descend with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trumpet, and the dead in Mashah shall disperse.
And the dead in Yahweh shall rise first. They're going to be on the chariots first. Those that die in the Lord, hey, it's a victory at the end of the day. It's still a win. Because there's no loss in Yahweh Shah, man. You perish, you're going to be with the Lord first.
You got that first.
Yeah.
And you got that new body first. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 4, 17. Then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together with them.
See, those that are alive and remain, the ones that make it through, they're gonna be caught up into the clouds. Go ahead.
In the clouds to meet the Lord in the air.
To meet the Lord in the air. That's how the Lord is coming back. The same way he left is the same way he's returning. Right. Acts the 1st chapter, man. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. See, this is what the government's preparing for, man. Remember, it was a couple of years ago, maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, NASA had this council. They was talking about what if Jesus and the aliens came back, and how would the world, something like that, something around the lines, man. I gotta pull out the article, but they were wondering about, is who they call Jesus Christ. Is he gonna come back from the heavens, and when is he going back, and how are we gonna handle that when he returns? You got it. What else we got? You gotta keep it real quick. Go back to the song, man.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 17. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Yep. Hey, and that's another thing, man. Like the Elder Yashawama said, hey, you gotta get ready for your own people to come against you, man. Hey, Jake is gonna be the main ones fighting for this new world order. Jake gonna be the main ones fighting for that microchip. Jake gonna be the main ones fighting for this beast system, and they're gonna come against us. Yep. Go ahead.
When you read up a couple verses above that, it lists immediate family members.
Yeah.
Mother, brother, sister, people that your next of kin is like, damn, like, you wouldn't think that would be the person to betray you.
That's it.
But there's going to be situations that's going to come about, like Shaquan has said, they're going to fight for this system to continue on. They're already showing you, the way how they move in the spirit, they ain't right.
That's why the scripture is written like, my main foes are them of my household, or something like that.
A man's enemies is they of their own house, so that's why Micah 7 chapter. Micah 7 and 9. You got it, bro.
Verse 18. But there shall not an hair of your head perish.
Yep, but there should not a head of your head perish, man. So once again, who is that going to be?
This place is a little cold.
Right?
4.5.
Verse 19. And your patience possess ye your souls.
Yeah, and your patience possess your souls, man. Hey, just stay patient, man. Stay occupied in the prophecies, man.
Right.
Yahweh Shah is going to deliver as promised.
Right, you go into that word patience, it means suffering, right? And these sufferings that we go through is us being purged and purified, man. The furnace of affliction. All right, but that's where we possess our souls. We remain patient, we remain steadfast, unmovable, as the scriptures say, man. We got to be rooted in this thing, and Lord willing, we endure to the end, we'll be saved. That's the scriptures say, right? Through the grace of the Lord. So we just got to continue moving forward, pressing toward the victory, man. It's already written. Let's just play accordingly.
Yeah. Like the elder Barack Allah out there in LA said. He said, at least us, we have a fighting chance compared to the rest of the world.
Right.
You know? At least we have a chance to fight for this thing, man. The world, the rest of Jake, they don't care.
Right.
You know, they don't even consider.
Right. We have hope.
Yeah, we have hope, man. You know, and we're subjected to, matter of fact, give me that real quick. Romans 15:4, then you go back to your song. Because like Yeshaya said, that we got hope, man. You know?
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
The things that were written in the past were written for our learning. This is why we have the examples of our ancient forefathers and prophets. The battles and situations that they had to overcome through the Holy Spirit, man. Go ahead.
That's heavy. You can actually study what they did.
Yeah.
You know, like we know famine is coming. Let me read this. You see what they did? They got the victory. Now I just need to live that.
Yep.
I need to reenact that.
Yep.
I need to have the mindset they had.
Yep. Yep.
It says,
Like for example, like Moses and being exalted in Egypt, Joseph being exalted, King David, as we read the example in the account of Goliath. You know, there's many examples. Yep.
We also got the example of the week.
Yep.
Like King Saul, for example.
Yes. Yep. And the example of the leadership we have now with the apostles, elders, and bishops. Give me Hebrews 13:7 in NLT. Go ahead, huh?
Romans 15 and 4 in the latter, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's it. That's what Yeshaya said. Through patience and comfort. Read the last part again, Salaki.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures.
The comfort of the scriptures. We have the comforter in the form of the Holy Spirit, which is essentially Yahweh Shai, man. We have the comfort because what? We're in the know. We know play by play what's about to happen next. That's comforting, man. Right?
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Might have hope, man. So knowing these things, or how our forefathers and ancient prophets handled things in the past, that's what gives us the faith and hope, man. You know, we believe just like they did. That Hebrews 11, that whole chapter, you got to read that. Right. Going into the faith of our forefathers, man.
Oh, another one too. Wisdom of Solomon in the 10th chapter.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you read in the GNT, it tells you that wisdom delivers Israel.
Yeah.
And it goes into stories of our forefathers that leaned upon the Lord for their strength, right? And they were delivered out of different situations. Right. So like you have said, we got the play-by-play about everything, and we have the Holy Spirit to give us stories of our foreparents, their calamities, and then we look at that and we apply the scripture. Yep. You know, like we went into, me and the brother Kwanawaf went into a lesson this week about dignity, how dignity always prevails. You know, and the point was made in the lesson. Like, look, we got this insight that the Lord has given us. We need to apply this. This is game on another level. The Lord giving you step by step on how to prepare on another scale that this world can't even perceive, man. But He's giving you insight on how to make proper preparations.
Yep. Hey, this truth is like having access to insider trading.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's real bad.
You know?
This truth here is really precious. See that? Because when you have something, right, and only a few people got it, that means that it's precious.
Right.
You know, if everybody had it, it wouldn't be precious. You know, so, you know, call out Yahweh Shai for us having this truth. Right. You know, having this comfort, man.
Right. Even the mindset to view it as such.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they know the truth. They know what we're saying is right, but they don't have the Holy Spirit for them to be able to receive Yahweh Shai to come in and sup with them. You know? They got the skin, they know who they are, but they don't got that breath. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing.
God, it's Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish.
See that? When there is no vision, the people perish. Go ahead.
But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
There you go, man. We got the vision, man. We see it, man. We see it exactly how the Lord described it, man. Exactly how the Lord prophesied it to happen. See? So without the vision, hey, many of our people are going to perish. That's why the Lord said, blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. You know? Go ahead, give me that real quick.
So Hebrews chapter 13, and verse 7 in the NLT. Remember your leaders who taught you the word of the Most High.
Remember your leaders who taught you the word of the Most High, man. We have leadership, Jay. For all you niggas talking about, oh, we don't follow camps. You know, we don't got to come under the orders of the apostles. Okay. We'll see how that fares when the Lord comes back.
Right.
Think of all the good that has come from their lives.
Yep.
And follow the example of their faith.
Yeah. Think about all the stories that the apostles shared with us throughout the years about the school, One West, before the split, what was going on, how they used to do things, what happened after the split, the councils, how the Spirit would continue to dwell with them after they got kicked out of the schools, the fruit of the apostles' teachings today, which is us. Think about all the good that came out of their lives, man, the struggles that they had to go through, the lessons that we learned from them,
Right.
on how to move in this truth, how to become seasoned, you know, to have to basically get that experience, that knowledge. Come on, man.
9/11 happened, you know, they had faith, you know, because something came out and walked them up.
Right.
You know, but because they had faith, they knew that, you know, that the Lord was going to set them free.
Yeah. And what was heavy about that? What was heavy about them getting locked up? I remember they were saying that they basically got bailed out by an Amalekite lawyer. The irony, right?
Right.
You know, said that she was in there in the court system fighting for him, man. Hey, but don't the scripture say that? When you please the Lord, how's it go? When a man ways pleases the Lord, even his enemies should be at peace.
Right.
You know, that's heavy, man. You see?
Our elders went through a lot of things so that we don't have to.
Facts.
Now we can focus on teaching and not the different hurdles that they had to overcome, you know, on their way to growing in this knowledge.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point, bro. Just think about how it is now. Like you said, you just focus on the aspect of teaching. This word is accessible on another scale than it was for our elders and apostles and bishops. They're going into a library, sifting through books to find information tied to the truth.
And to retain it.
And to retain is a different level of diligence that they have labored in, so that when we come into the fold, you can Google GMS breakdown, Genesis. A slew of videos pop up. GMS, whatever city that you're located in. A slew of videos will pop up. And if you have the Spirit on you, you'll be wise and you'll take heed to the different landmarks, and you can easily come out to the camp and fellowship, man.
Yeah.
And get built up in the Spirit. You know?
Yeah.
Develop and apply the truth on another scale that you wouldn't have if you was just to stay behind the camera. That's why we admonish brothers to come out to the camp, so you can exercise the Spirit on another level.
That shows the act of faith of that.
Yeah.
You got a lot of guys that say that, you know, they never bring themselves to come out because they're afraid.
Exactly. You can't be ashamed, man. The Lord said, hey, if you ashamed of me, I'm going to be ashamed of you.
Right.
You know? You got to rep. You know?
Off the couch.
Yeah,
Get out of that refrigerator.
Get your ass up and build, man. Just like Haggai was getting on Jake when it was coming out of the Babylonian captivity, when they were rebuilding the temple, the second temple, during the time of the Persian and the Medes. Because you had Jake, man, back then. They had businesses, you know, they had homes. You know, they had other things going on. They didn't want to build. That's why Haggai was cursing them out.
They still either Esau, they scared somebody gonna see them, they gonna lose their job,
That's the main.
or what somebody gonna say about it. Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
We already had family members and friends, people who know something.
That's
Also
right.
walk by and see us.
That's right.
Do you fear man or you fear the Most High? That's right. Fuck these people, man. They don't believe you. You shouldn't worry about that.
Scripture talk about those that hid their talent and enact it. You know, so a lot of guys out there, you know, they know about the Hebrew Israelite, and you know, they come on the comment to post the scripture. But yeah, you won't do the work. You know, or bring your ass out here with the prophets, man.
Get your ass up and pick up the plow, man.
That's right.
Stop playing.
All of this is clean. Labor the people.
Acts chapter 17, verse 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily,
And search the scriptures daily. Right?
whether those things were so.
Right. Great Millstone would be that church of Berea in the spirit, man. You know?
Verse 12. Therefore, many of them believed,
Because what are we doing? We search the scriptures daily.
Yeah.
Hey, Elder Apostle Gabar got the channel Daily Exhortation. Right. Daily edification. Hey, brothers, hey, if you're a part of the body of GMS, hey, brothers in the scriptures daily, man. Real talk. Hey, brothers in the scriptures so hard, you ain't got time to do nothing else. You ain't got no life. You in the scriptures, brother. Straight up. If you ain't doing the video, you studying. If you ain't studying, you doing the video.
Yeah, if you ain't doing that, you fellowship.
You fellowshipping, man. If you ain't fellowshipping, you on Bible study.
Come on, bro.
It's full circle around here, man.
Right, your family start going on trips and vacation. They don't even bother to ask you. Like, he just tied up.
Come on, you know I don't celebrate no damn holiday.
If you make a move, it's all centered around the truth, bro.
That's it.
You know, brothers gotta go out of town for work. Okay, well, what can this do to sit around, make sure I make the camp? You know, I can still do my videos throughout the week. You know, things like that, because our life is this truth. Our so-called lives in the world, that's the secondary. It's the Lord always first, man.
That's it.
It's a little bit more. Verse 12, therefore many of them believed, also of honorable women, which were Greeks, and of men, not a few.
Yeah, you had honorable women back then that believed in the gospel too. I believe when you go into that word honorable, it talked about women of certain status.
Yeah.
But you had men and women of status in the society at that time believing on the truth. Just like now, you got the so-called celebrities, people that are high positions of power, politicians, whatever, they have so-called status in this world. They believe in the truth. That's why when it go down, hey, I remember hearing this years ago, I forgot who was going into it, but you got sleeper cells, man. You got sleeper cells on the right-hand side, man. Hey, you got Jake that work for the feds, you know, police, doctors, lawyers, politicians that believe, man.
Right. They're gonna use that help in the time.
Exactly. You better believe it, man. You know, they're gonna be fighting for our cause. They're gonna be defending brothers, man. They're gonna be there.
That script about give us my prophet a cup of water and I have it. You might grab that.
Yeah, Matthew 34, at the end of the chapter.
You know, because friends of the prophets, man. That's how you make use of your talent, man.
That's it.
All right, it's helping out the body. Everybody's wrong to be out here teaching, man.
That's it.
But you know, that's not for you to decide. The Lord will build that talent unto you whenever it's time.
Yeah. For you brothers and sisters out there that got, you know, great jobs and you making a good living for yourself, hey, if you can donate to the apostles, the brotherhood, hey, give. If you can give. Hey, the scriptures say charity covers a multitude of sins.
Yeah. Right. And that's the reason why the Lord allows you to have that money, is to help out the body.
That's it.
You know? Because some brothers aren't, you know, blessed with, you know, high-paying jobs. So we're able to, you know, use that in other ways to push on our talent. For you men and women that got the money that believe, that's what your talent is for, to help the body, man.
Yeah. Give what you can, man.
Right.
We ain't out here like hit the cash app.
Yeah, we ain't putting that on
hit the Vimo.
We ain't putting that shit on the comment.
Yeah, donations. Give. No, I mean, if the spirit is on you to give, that's great, man. But we ain't out here trying to hustle, Jake, like you see the rest of these niggas, man. Content creating, you know what I'm saying? Trying to sell you shit, man. Turning the truth into a hustle. Merchandise in the Father's house. We ain't with that, man.
Hey, man, we're not hucksters out here.
Nah.
Not at all.
We don't want your money, man.
Yeah, exactly.
In that aspect.
Exactly.
I like Shot don't want us to come up empty, right? Our offerings that we offer is what our talents have been given to.
Yeah, because if I can add to what you just said, Isaiah, the reason why these other niggas do that is because they lack faith. So they leech off their congregation to make sure they're good, man. While we actually care about our people.
Hey, it's a balance, man, because the money that's given is allowing brothers to continue to teach. And then brothers are teaching, which is giving that the spirit of those to continue to give, man. You know?
You got it, bro. You got it.
I got that Navigator.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 42.
Start at 40.
This is the book of St. Matthew.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 40. He that receiveth you, receiveth me.
Ooh, man, he that receiveth you, receiveth me. This is what Yahushua said, man. So those that's receiving the message that's coming from the prophets, essentially by default, you're receiving Yahushua, man. That's a good thing. Go ahead.
And he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me.
Yeah, so not only you receiving Yahushua, you receiving the Father. Yeah, that's favor, man. Go ahead.
He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. God. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous reward.
Right, so the Lord's going to reward everybody for their labor. So you find out what your lot is as far as in the truth, man. You realize that the Lord rewards you for your duties, man. You know? And you brothers, you know, whether you're a teacher, a prophet, a help, whatever, you know, as well as you sisters, man. You know, I was hearing Yahshua was going down there, but he was saying, you know, certain trials with your sisters, man, you might have to, you know, be a help to your husband as far as financially, man. You know, you might have to do, you know, certain things. You know, your sister might make garments for the camp. Some of the sister, you know, she can make pot to carry the people to help the body, different things like that. You play into your talent, man.
Yep. Verse 42. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of the disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
Right. So something when you look at it, that's something small, but that the Lord looks at it because you're helping the body out. Right. You know, so the fact that you see brothers on the highways, you drop off, you know, a pack of water for the pipe, you know, bring brothers food and whatnot, man. You know, I'm not telling you to do that, but if it's on your spirit to do that, the Lord will honor that will honor that.
Remember, charity covered for multitude of sins.
Exactly.
All good deeds don't go unnoticed by the Lord. So you gotta be in that mindset for you believing brothers and sisters out there, that especially you brothers that, because everybody ain't a prophet, man. You know, we understand that, man. But if you can contribute, man. You know, make it count, man. Hit that like button, brother. Like and subscribe, brother. That's what you can do.
You just make the most of what you feel like you can do and be intentional about it.
That's it.
Don't be a goddamn a cheerleader, bro. If you know this is the best way you can contribute to the body, then do it with your all.
The scripture say, roughly paraphrasing, don't give grudgingly.
Right.
You know, give because you know you can give.
Right.
You know, don't have no resentment behind it. Right? What's the point of giving?
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
Real quick. You going to say something, Paul?
I was going to add the commentary, but
Come on.
it's Matthew 10 and 42. In the commentary, David Cruz, a good commentary, reads, "The good done to Yahushai's disciples are as if it were done to Yahushai himself,
Beautiful.
because they are his representatives carrying on his ministry. We can share in the reward of the Most High's servants by supporting them in their work. Even seemingly insignificant works of kindness, such as a cup of cold water, performed for the Most High's people, are meaningful in the Most High's eyes."
Beautiful, man.
It says, what can seem more insignificant than giving a person a cup of cold water? In a short time they will be thirsty again. Yet even such a small gesture will always be remembered and rewarded by the Most High.
Man, see that? Like I just said, that's a spirit, man. That's heavy. You know? And you brothers and sisters out there, do what you can, man. Hey, we at the point of getting out of here, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Romans 13 and 11, man. Hey, because, the elect is just not the 144,000. It's the 1/3 too. The innumerable multitude that's going to consist of men, women, and children that believe, man. It's going to be, don't get it wrong, you're going to have billions of Israelites that's going to get destroyed, but it's going to be billions that's going to get delivered too. You know?
And his children. Like I was telling brother, a couple years ago, his daughter, she was at school, she was getting told by other students about, being an Israelite. These little kids know too, man.
Yeah, with the little anime dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was talking about Yahweh on his little anime thing.
Right.
Yeah, so everybody know about this thing, man. Oh yeah. That's the magic number. Yeah. They know. That's it.
Can I read that St. Matthew 10:42 in the NLT?
That's it.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 42,
That's the last thing I played.
in the NLT. And it reads, St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 42 in the NLT, Red Lady Yahushua speaking, "If you do give even a cup of cold water unto one of my least of my followers, you will surely be rewarded."
Beautiful. And you got to think about that, you know? Do what you can for the body, man, for the brotherhood, you know? It's going to be rewarded by Yahweh, shot, man. Hey, if I was on the other side, I'd be doing everything I could for the brothers, man. Anything I could, you know? And that's the spirit that we exhorting to you believers out there, man. You should be doing the same, you know?
I'm gonna get something real quick. This is the book of Luke 21 and verse 1. It says, "And he looked up and saw the rich man casting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither two mites. And he said, Of a truth I say unto you that this poor widow had cast in more than they all. For all these have of their abundance cast in unto the offering of the Most High, but she of her penury hath cast in all the living that she had." So just showing like the elder was going into, man. Hey, just that little bit is gonna be honored, man. Whatever you got, you know, hey, that little bit is definitely gonna be honored, man.
Man, that's it. Like going back to the actual, brother that's out here, man. You doing your videos, you're not doing that for brethren. You're not just doing that because the apostle said minimum 3 videos a week, or your camp requires you to do. No, you're doing this all off of the love of the fear that you have for the Lord. Because we got a lot of Jake that was in this that was just doing the bare minimum, and they didn't want to get kicked out and they feel ashamed. They wanted to leave on their own. So it's like, well, I'm just going to do whatever. If you didn't really believe, but you tell the brothers you believe, you have the ability to do videos, man. You have the ability to go out and go to camp, and do what you feel like you can do in the spirit. Like I said, do it intentionally.
That's something right there. And back on the topic of charity. This is Sirach 40 and 17. Bountifulness is a most fruitful garden, and mercifulness endure forever. Now, when you go into that word bountifulness, it means charitable, right? So, being a charitable brother or sister, hey, that is a fruitful garden. There's benefits that will come out of it in the spirit, right? Because ultimately the Lord sees that and He's going to bless you for it, And like the brother priest has said, us too, doing videos, doing, lessons, coming to camp, that's an act of charity as well, First Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 13. In the header in my Bible says the excellence of charity. It says, "And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these 3. But the greatest of these is charity."
Something that just are not limits.
You have a form of self-esteem. What Yahweh embodied on the earth. He made himself a servant unto his servant. That's the same mentality that we have. We're here to serve the show. All right, so that no man thinks they're bigger than the other. You see that from the top down. And our apostle calls they don't put themselves up as no more than what they are, man. But we know that they can because they deserve that. And they don't. They're humble. Humility is a part of that. So like I said, give what you can, man. Keep reiterating.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1. "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass, or a tinkling cymbal."
Right. That goes for all these guys out here that do the work, but they ain't brothers. And to show that you're a YouTube prophet, and you on fire on YouTube, but when it comes to the rest of the ministry as far as fellowship and all that, you're a nigga, man.
Right. That's what we talk about that, like, Jake, you have service to the Lord all day long, right? The time spent doing camp and lessons is small in comparison to the time of the week. Yeah. You got to be serving the Lord in action.
And how do you do that? You do that by, like I said, fellowship. If a brother call you, bro, we're not going to send a brother the voicemail because we don't feel like talking. All right, but brother, you don't know if he needs counsel or he just want to build, man. You know, you make yourself available when you can. Now, you can't pick up right from there. You make it back. So we're not just blowing brothers off. If we're able to get up with brothers and do that, you know, if you're able to help a brother do that, man. You got guys that think it's just about, okay, I'm going to go preach and that's it, man. Nah, man, you got to have charity, man. Okay?
Verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing.
Yeah, that's what you see with a lot of these guys that got exposed for being grifters, ripping brothers off, stealing from brothers, man. You didn't have charity, man. You didn't care about the well-being of your fellow brother, man, or sister. You got niggas out here that was scamming, you know, taking money from people, man. That's not charity. This big thing, you got the money, the means of giving out. You're supposed to help, not steal. You see all of us are in the same position, man. You got brothers that just circles out here, man. So-called brothers.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
Nice. You do all this work, but if you're not a brother or a sister, a true brother or sister, man, that doesn't have meaning to you. That's right. Because like the brother said, man, what you do off camera, that's what matters the most.
Verse 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave in self unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth.
Right. The charity of the true embodiment of self. Alright, the fact that you're willing to do for others more than what you want to do for yourself, man, that shows that that's the spirit of your house, I was shot as well.
Right.
I believe in the book of Hebrews it talks about, you know, as the chief have a building, right? One of the men that built the building gets more honor than the building itself. You know, so Yahweh Shai said he's one that's serving. You know, so Yahweh Shai, he came down not to be ministered unto, but to minister. Right? We're going to make our bodies that living sacrifice. You know, and you guys are willing to sacrifice and cut things off, if it brings a hindrance to you serving out by Shema Shai, we're going to serve each other.
Yeah. And brothers have sacrificed jobs and different things for the body's sake, man. You know? Because if you guys brothers that have opportunities to work well-paying jobs, said they let it go because it's going to affect their time and fellowship with brothers to be able to, you know, be around the body, man.
Honor that.
Yeah.
You ready verse 8?
Read verse 8. Verse 7. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things.
Yeah, because I can make mention because you had, you know, situations that, you know, brothers have said about how you got that being selfish got to the point to where some guys got sick of it and began to blame the brotherhood because of them, you know, my brother, because of them having to keep doing the brother instead of worrying about themselves, man. You know, so what caused them to fall out, like I know, for example, brother was telling me that dude got in a car wreck and he had to go help another brother and blame the body for him getting in that car wreck. He eventually fell out, you know.
Verse 8. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
Pretty much speak for itself. That's the true sign of your brother. Your brother don't have to speak, but actions show for it.
Big facts. Big facts. What you got, huh?
They should know my service by the way they treat each other. Now, by the love they show one to another. They doing those videos that, you know, they can boost the brother's spirit of you. You texting the brother straight on you text the brother. You know, you don't know what that brother going through during that time. But yeah, call a brother like, hey, you know, I need somebody to call me. It's always on my spirit, Father God.
Yeah.
So Matthew chapter 20 and verse 25. And Yahushua called them unto him and said, Ye know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise dominion over them, and they are in great exercise authority upon them. But it shall not be so among you. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. Right, so if you seek to be in a position of authority, you have to first start at the bottom, man. You have to be the most charitable, man. And that's what you see amongst the best leaders, man. They're usually the most charitable men that you see, right? Every campaign, for the most part, right, and the ones that weren't got weeded away, man. Right? So you see the campaigns that you see, they're the most charitable men of their camps, man. Right? You see the men who are in authority over the body, they're the most charitable men in the body. Right? And it's because the Lord has it set to where those men serve the most, you know, so they get the highest esteem, man.
Hey, remember, Yahushua, he washed the disciples' feet. Right. You know, that's heavy, man. You know, you gotta go.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 12. And it reads, Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy, beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgive one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Yahushua Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye. Here's the point, verse 14. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfection. See that? So we got to be charitable out there. You know, that's the point. You know, you got to be, you know, if you can give, man. You know, whether it's doing videos, whether it's, you know, helping a brother out, you know, like how the brother just mentioned, you know, whether it's calling a brother, you know, give, man. You know, don't give grudgingly. You know, somebody shouldn't have to make you do this. Man. Right. You know, the Spirit of the Lord should be on you to want to give. Right. If you believe in the Lord. And if you can't give monetarily, you give in other ways that you feel like you can't give. This brother has shown this throughout my whole time of doing it. Trump can't give financially, he gives in other areas. Man, you can give. That's right.
Like you said, wisdom is one of the greatest forms of charity. You know, brothers. One of this, people say one of our greatest assets is time. Yeah. Giving time is a big deal, man. You know, giving brothers your undivided attention, be on the line with a brother for 2, 3, 4 hours. That's just what it is. But like you guys said, priest, you know, you never noticed that. That brother might need that. You might really need that.
Brothers say that all the time, man, but you don't go to impact what you have on somebody else.
Yeah. Brothers be going through shit, man.
Yeah.
We go through shit just like regular Jake in the world go through shit. We catch hell just like them, man. Right. But since we have the comfort of mind of understanding the scriptures, we handle it differently, man. Right. See, the difference between us and the Jake in the world, when shit gets overbearing or the hell get a little hot, we ain't gonna crash out. We're gonna consort back to the scriptures, man. To comfort our mind, to ease our mind of the pain and the struggle, man. To stay on point, you know?
This is the 1 Thessalonians 4:18. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.
Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. The words of Hamashiach Yahushua. Go ahead. Okay.
It says, wherefore, comfort one another with these words. When you're like, those fiery trials, those words of comfort, the words of Yahweh Shema, they comfort us and let us know this ain't the end all be all.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, just as we go through the fire, the Lord pulls us out of that fire. So you get that time of in between, you know, the time of refreshing. You know, because the Lord ain't just gonna put more on us that we can handle. The Most High always makes a way out of the trials and tribulations. It's all a test.
Never seen a time.
You know, and now is the time to learn from these, you know, to gain, you know, to exercise yourself in these fire trials, to gain the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, to build that strong relationship with the Lord.
Go ahead, you have something? Go ahead.
Yeah. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7. And I'm going to read verse 18. And it reads, Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wise. For they have done wickedly, have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wise.
That's right, the righteous, right? We're going to suffer those straight things, and we're going to hope for the wise. The wise represents that, the kingdom of heaven, right? And Jake, who is going to be punished for their disobedience, they're going to suffer straight things. Yet, the hope, the expectation of them seeing the wise, seeing the kingdom is going to be null and void. It's going to be vain. Because as a man sows, that shall we also reap. And that's why we can't be weary in the well-doings of Yahweh Shema Mashah. We got with a fiery passion be serving the Lord. You know, because in due season we're gonna reap. As long as we don't give up.
This First Peter chapter 4 and verse 12, it says, Beloved, think ye not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
Yes, so thinking not strange, the fiery trial, which is to try you. Like I said, hey, we catch hell just like Jake in the world catch hell, man. Go ahead.
I mean, because we have a hedge about us. We read in Job, Satan was like, well, you put a hedge around him. You protect him, you got a hedge of protection around your man. That's why he's serving you. And the spiritual demon Satan has been given permission to breach that hedge, to cause chaos to happen. Right? And with the knowledge, we have to set that chaos back in order. So we can't think it's strange when we get touched. This is part of the fight.
Yeah, you can't fucking crash out. Right. Jake, soon as Jake get agitated, Jake be ready to shoot some shit up, fight somebody. You can't be in that spirit. You gotta have balance, man, because the Lord gonna try you. Hey, you say you want to serve the Lord, well, prepare thy soul for temptation. Go ahead.
It says, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
Right, so when you go through the hell, you can't be in that spirit, woe is me. Man, why is this happening to me, man? This shit ain't right. This ain't fair. And that's how an average Jake without the spirit would handle things, man. Why me, man? Well, I gotta go through this. Woe is me. Curse the Lord. Hey, we deserve all the hell that we going through, man. Because we wicked, man. We in this flesh. This is why, Paul talked about in 1 Corinthians 15 that we're gonna be put into a new body, man. Right? We gotta put on righteousness. We can't live on in this wicked flesh. Right? You gotta understand the battle, man. All right? Not only are you battling with actual demons, all right, but you battling the world, you battling the flesh. Right. It's a war in your own mind. Hey, your biggest enemy is yourself.
Pretty much the spirit, man. So when you come into this thing, no one said this thing was going to be easy.
Right.
All of us brothers out there, I catch hell, man.
Pure hell.
Pure hell, but we got Yahweh Shah, suffering with us, man. Comfort us. Yep. See? This is the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 9. And it reads, I will bear the indignation of the Lord.
I will bear the indignation of the Lord, man. You gotta bear that hell, man. All right, you gotta bite down. Go ahead.
Because I have sinned against him.
So you gotta bear the indignation of the Lord because we were the ones that sinned against him, man. Accountability. That's it. Brothers, like we said, brothers got baby mama trauma. Catching hell with their wives and women and shit.
Yeah.
Finances,
Health.
living situation, health, job. Brothers going through all types of shit, man.
Micah chapter 7, verse 9.
Family members coming against them. All types of shit, man. Same shit that Jake goes through, man. But we know how to handle it in the Holy Spirit, in the Scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Micah chapter 7, verse 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light and shall behold his righteousness.
Right, so whatever you Jakes out there going through, hey, you gotta bite down, man. Bite down and trust in Yahweh Shah. That's it. He gonna get you through it. You just gotta be able to see it through. Don't get weak, don't give up. Woe unto him that have lost patience, scripture say, man. What it say? What will you do when the Lord shall visit you, man? You know?
This is Psalm 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord,
Yep.
and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
There you go. So the Lord gonna be with you, man. Cast your burden upon the Lord. Whatever problems you have, cast it upon you. How about you outside? Let him fight that battle for you.
No matter how big or small, man.
Yep.
Nothing is bigger than the eyes of the Lord.
Nothing.
You gotta put that. That's how you build that trust with him, man. You go to him and ask him to remove any of these things from your life, man. And he'll work with you. You want to see, but you want
Are you gonna drop that damn ego? Because Jake got a fucking ego, man. Jake got all that pride. Jake tough. You know. You gotta submit to the Lord, man.
Y'all gonna do that, man. You can ego check the truth, man. You know?
If I can make a point on that, the Lord is always looking for space for him to work, man.
Right.
You know, so when you're going through something, you keep going through it until you allow the Lord to do what he wants to do pretty much. You know, he's looking for you to make a change. You have to have that space in your life for him to make that change, man. If you keep trying to step in and do things on your own accord, you're gonna stay on that same hamster wheel, stay tripping over the same hurdles, keep going through the same adversities, because you're not giving the Lord an opportunity to come in and save you from these things.
Your way don't work, Jake. You don't realize that? Hey, everything you try to do, it don't never work. You know, you got to let the Lord perform his perfect work, man. You got to let the Lord God, bro.
This is Job 17 and 9. The righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. So the righteous, those believers of the Almighty Shai, you're gonna believe onto his way. You're gonna continue to do that which is right and pleasing in his sight, right? And those with clean hands, right, and being innocent in the eyes of the Lord, right? The Lord is giving you that grace as you are learning, the lessons He wants you to learn. And you're actually stronger and stronger and more bold in the spirit. Where now the things that you was going through, 2-3 years ago, now it's not so tough. Now you're able to bear it. You might be at the same job, but you're looking at it in a different situation, a different light. You're not complaining as much. When you read this scripture in NLT, it says what the righteous keep moving forward. They're moving forward towards the goal, towards the prize. That's what's up.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 6. I started verse 6. And it reads, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Scourge of every son whom he receiveth. So, hey, the Lord is going to receive you, you're going to be scourged. You're going to be tried. Go ahead.
Verse 7, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons.
Yeah. So when you're going through shit, just know that's the Lord showing you that he's dealing with you, man. You know? Go ahead.
Continuing on, for what son is he whom the Father chasteneth?
That's your answer. Read it again.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High deal with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not, man? So if you belong to the Lord, he's going to chastise your ass. Right? Because you a son. Your father's going to correct you. Right?
You see the result of fatherless sons out here.
Come on, man. Niggas is fucking wild bulls out here, man. No self-control, no discipline, no order, no nothing, man. So that's a great point. We see the results of the lack of fathers, man. Right? Fathers bring forth what? Order and structure. Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 8.
Right.
If ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons.
Yeah, so if you ain't going through no shit, then most likely the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. All right, hey, this walk ain't gonna be peaches and cream, man. Right. It ain't gonna be all warm and fuzzy and shit. It's gonna be rigged. It's gonna be rocky. It's gonna be up and down. You're gonna have uncertainties and shit. And then sometimes, look, and the Lord will have you go through some shit, and then you pray on it, and the Lord may not answer you right then and there. He might just kind of leave you, let you marinate in that shit a little bit, so you can really get a dose of that medicine, man. Right. Then when he feels like, all right, you've learned or you've been through enough, then he'll give you that exit, so to speak. He'll give you that opening to get through. Right. You know. Right.
Another 2 more months.
Yeah, another 3 more months or some shit.
Like, damn, 3 months.
You know?
When 3 months hit, you be like, damn, yesterday, because scriptures say in the day of prosperity, there's a
I guess it can count. It's not a full.
In the day of affliction, there's no remembrance of prosperity. Scriptures also tell us to consider, when we're in the day of prosperity. So we gotta stay lowly. But the Lord is going to give you those breaks. He's going to pull you out the fire and examine you.
Yeah, he'll give you a breather. He'll pull you out the water, let you breathe a little bit, and throw your ass right back in there. Yeah. You know?
Navy SEALs, they training.
Pretty much they training. Pretty much they gotta see if you're able to withstand, the type of job that they cut out for example. Like they have their dump them inside the water. They take the scuba diving tank, punch them up a little bit. They gotta untangle the thing to get back up to get air. And those that are strong enough to make it when they actually make it.
That's the Navy SEALs? That's crazy. Yeah, is that the same thing they do where they throw you off the helicopter into the ocean and they just bounce on you and you gotta survive? Is that the same thing? Heavy, man. That shit crazy.
If I may add, an example, just speaking as a man. Before I used to get my ass whooped, my dad would say, this gonna hurt me a lot more than this gonna hurt you. But at the same time, I knew that my dad beat my ass because he loved me at the end of the day. So when we go through this thing, sometimes when you catch hell out there, man, it's a must. It's a requirement. Like the brother Panawaf said, the Lord is making room, for himself. So you gotta endure, the good and the bad.
So if you belong to the Lord, He don't want you to be destroyed.
Yeah.
But He gonna bring you through some shit. Right. We got it, brother. Where we got it?
This is Bon Sirach chapter.
Okay, go ahead. I got it.
It's Bon Sirach 2:5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire."
Yeah, we will represent the gold. Right now, we're full of impurities. So the fire is used to what? To pull out the impurities out of the gold, so the gold can shine brighter.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Pretty much going to the point, you ultimately see what someone's made of when you put them through that adversity. Going back to the point that we always bring up, that when you ultimately can see your image, that means that's a good piece of gold. So the Lord wants to see His image, and His elect.
Right. And even when you think about all you gotta do is look up what a crucible is, man. A crucible, they heat the metal up really, really hot. But when that metal cools down, you have a substance that's known afterwards called slag. See that? And that's the trash that doesn't need to be in metal. So sometimes when you get chastened out here, or you're going through adversity, the Lord, He's just pretty much just getting rid of the impurities. That dross. Yeah, that dross. That's on the mark.
Yeah. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6 reads, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, and He may exalt you in due time." So you got to humble yourself now. You get out there, you pray and stuff, you don't get your answer now. You fall out of faith or curse the Most High, you're going back to wickedness. Y'all ain't worthy, man. But the ones that, do wait on Yahweh to come outside of themselves, what they talking about, you answer your prayer, or your answer might not be right.
This is 1 Corinthians 10-13.
There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
There's always a way out, man. Right? The Lord is looking for you to prove yourself that He can expose that way out to you. So all the trials and tribulations that you go through, the Lord is setting you up to succeed. It said all these things happen to Yahweh Shai, man. Everything that we go through, Yahweh Shai experienced when He came to the earth, right? And He proved able to overcome them, right? So as we go through it, we know it's possible to get through it, right? So we just have to keep getting over these things, man. And like the brothers mentioned, man, you have to continue to pray for the Lord to give you the strength to overcome these things.
It's just like being on a on a football team or a basketball team. You know, if you keep fucking up, after a while the coach is gonna get on you, man. He not getting, or you'll get cut if you don't straighten up, man. So when you in his shoes, sometimes you may have to go through things because the Lord wants you to go through things, but it's to help you become a better person.
All of the chastisement of the Lord is to break you, is to build you. But it's a spirit that you gotta have. You have to be humble. You have to be meek, right? When you go into the Strong's Concordance for that word meek in Matthew, when it tells you that the meek shall inherit the earth. Roughly paraphrasing, it tells you that those are the servants that the Lord is dealing with, but He's using the world, the people of the world, to come against them for the chastisement and building of them. So the hardships that you're gonna endure, it's all for the fruit of you growing in the faith at the end of the day, right? The servant is not greater than the master. So Yahweh Shai went through, we got to go through that too and be accepting of it, rather than, like Squanawaf was saying, trying to fight against it. Because when you try to fight against the will of the Lord, you already know that's the exactly. You find yourself fighting against the Lord, it ain't going to be favorable. First Thessalonians 5:18, reading in the Amplified Bible Classic, it says, thank the Most High in everything, no matter what the circumstances may be thankful and give thanks. For this is the will of the Most High for you, who are in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, the revealer and mediator of that will. Okay, so we have to be willing to submit to the will of Yahweh Shai, right? Understanding that it's transformative, right? And it's a hard road. It's the road less traveled. It's a straight gate, right? But it's the way unto salvation. It's the way unto life. So let's just continue to move forward, right? Keep our heads high. Pray to the Most High, right? That He will get us through all of the things that we are experiencing.
Right. Like the Apostle Paul was saying last night,
Yes, wrap with that. Give me that in Hebrews, the 10th chapter. Last 4 verses. That's good.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward.
Yeah, this is the time to get weak, right? Especially right now, man. We in the 4th quarter, man. All right, we at the 2-yard line, man. Go ahead.
For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise.
What's the will of the Most High? Doing the work. We're laboring to receive that promise, that inheritance. Go ahead.
And if you look at this, still necessity of patience. Need is a necessity. So patience is a necessity that you must have while you're doing the work of Yahweh Shai.
Like I said before, patience, when you look that up, it means suffering. So suffering is needed. It's transformative. Right? Brothers were discussing, when we go through experiences in this faith, and we go through heart-wrenching experiences, it makes us more empathetic. It grows us in the spirit to be more wise as judges, right? And to be more merciful,
It doesn't quote, it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
Verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry.
There you go, man. Yahweh Shai is coming. How do we know? By the signs that He's giving us throughout the planet Earth. Go ahead.
Now the just shall live by faith.
Now the just shall live by faith. Go ahead.
But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
That's it, man. So the ones that fell off, you weren't meant to be a part of this thing, man. You weren't meant to endure. That was your story. Go ahead.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
That's right, to destruction. Go ahead.
But of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
But unto them to the belief and the saving of the soul, man. This is what we out here to labor for, man. Those that believe. We don't labor, how it goes Sirach 24, we don't labor for ourselves, but all those that seek wisdom. The ones that sincerely fear the Lord, that want to be saved. This is what we out here for, man. You sincere believers that stick around and watch these videos, these camp speakers, man. You know, you're not watching these videos because you don't believe. You watch it because you do believe.
Right.
You want the recipe for salvation, man. You want the wisdom to get delivered out of here. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Your brother got anything else you want to add in there? Hey, so we pray that this camp was edifying. We'll close out by giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring worldwide, the house of David, the elect, who's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to the brothers. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.